A D1000 dice. I don't need that.
That's debatable. That's definitely
That's
debatable.
like 5 seasons into a campaign. You would need that.
How big is the dice?
Could be
I
fun.
don't know.
I can't think of a reason to need it, but
wanted to
it's
look
debatable.
it up real quick.
Is there a metal one? It's $40.
We're so
You
getting
chuck it at
distracted.
someone, it's
Don't do it.
What?
Spend $40 on a giant dice.
It's a D100.
I've already
Also,
spent
what's a
like
D1000?
$200.
I want to see what it looks like.
Why does that exist?
Not to be confused with a
Also
T1000,
It
which
lied.
I think is a
D1000
Terminator.
doesn't exist.
I
That's a
guess
great
the one
question.
this time.
Okay.
Probably.
So,
Oh, how kind. I get the notification yet again.
Warlock Deluxe dice.
Oh,
all right. So, officially starting
Oh,
when last we met.
no.
Oh, dear Lord.
We don't have to do recaps if you guys remember.
No, no, please do the recap.
Well, quick and
King
sassy.
doesn't remember anything.
We will
He has the memory
We're
of a
not
day
as if
and
we're
then
not
reach
sassy.
the...
Try again.
There were just multiple groans of like, it's time to start. Like, sorry. Oh,
Just sitting here.
I know.
We just love
I didn't say it was
babysit.
your fault.
No,
Um,
it's ours.
Look,
Okay.
that's just like the neutral
Ours.
response that we all
I'll
have at
have.
the same time.
So,
The
you
king
guys
doesn't
had
remember.
escaped the trolls. You discovered the goblin village. Some of you got were still recovering from exhaustion and haven't yet.
Poor thing.
Upon discovering the goblin village, there were some sheep antics that very much Shaun the Sheep style, but involving Tegan's
fire?
character, whose name is again.
Are you asking my character?
Wait, hold.
What was your character's name again?
Me?
Even the king remembers.
Azara.
Wait,
Azara.
I need my
Yeah.
book.
So Azara cast Speak with Animals and went bah, and all that fun stuff. It was bad. Or no, my accent, my sheep accent was bad. And then they met some goblins that had a little more of a Creole flavor to them. Not literally, just in vocality.
You don't know yet.
That's true.
We
None of you have
haven't
eaten them
We
to
haven't tasted
determine.
them yet.
Yes. So moving on from that Creole spice.
Yeah.
So you all got to meet some of the goblin folk. You interrogated the sheep. You cleaned some of them. Each of you did jobs around the goblin village to try and like
Repeat that.
pay for your lodging for the night.
We had to do manual labor anyway, so we could have just done the manual labor one.
I told stories.
Oh, and I tried to throw a rock at you.
Yes.
That worked out.
And then
We could have just done the
what could have done the manual labor? What
We could
was
have done of the 3 options we had. We could have just done the manual labor. We would be done by now, probably.
true?
Ooh.
But then we
That's
decided
not fun.
we decided we wanted to kill goblins.
Yes.
And how do you feel about the decision currently?
Okay.
Damn.
I mean, you guys can have a small dialogue in character about that, like kind of
Okay.
tucked away
Okay.
before we start your
Characters
story
aligned.
times or fire
Chaotic
stories.
neutral.
That actually works.
I'm also chaotic neutral.
Oh no!
I think we're all
Are we all
chaotic,
chaotic
chaotic neutral.
I think you need.
Good.
You guys need to try that again. That was a very dissatisfying high five. I feel like Claire's like, okay, there,
Short
that
armed
works.
person.
Well, and halfway through, she was trying to turn it into like an underhanded thing. And then, did
no.
Tegan need a high five? Did Tegan get a high five?
I'm
we
chaotic good.
Okay. I'm not sure why we're high fiving, but I didn't want anyone to feel left out.
I'm the one good aligned character.
Oh, I just stir shit up.
What a loser.
I cause problems.
Wow.
That's
Do you
literally
want
one
me
of my
to play with you
attributes.
again?
I'll flame
My
myself.
one of my character attributes is
My
literally
dice back is
Then roll in the mud. You already fell in the mud earlier.
Like
today.
behind
You're
on the
still covered in
whiteboard.
dirt.
Actually, that's him.
Thank you.
No, you still are.
'Cause
You
I
backflipped
think
in
my
I've
the
heard
mud.
attribute is I
I'll
cause
shut my
problems
dog.
wherever I go. That's mine.
See. Hold on. If you want to compare to my fuck around and find out.
They're sheep, so it'd be flock around and find out.
Oh,
boo.
Insert
ashamed.
Discord soundboard effect.
Oh, if only I still had this. It makes me want to have a soundboard when I play video games.
You were doing a great job with that. I want us to have a soundboard now that you can run.
Now I need to just find it.
Now
I
I
know.
need to find a soundboard. Now.
Yeah, you can probably find a good soundboard.
Yeah. I can't, it's hard for me to manage that too,
I
so
can
my
do
brain
it.
doesn't
Go crazy.
process everything. Yeah. But, okay.
Yes,
So,
meme soundboard.
if you
All
look
these
up
are
D&D
memes.
soundboard, I bet you'll find one. I'm just going to check that the sound is actually coming through. I think it should be. And it worked on the last one, but I just want to make sure.
Pocket Bard app.
That's, I think, the one I've heard,
Pocket
yes.
Bard?
Yeah,
Oh,
campfire location, river, crows, whisper, city, location, fist fight, island name, fist fight,
So loud.
intense city fighter.
So loud.
I am.
So loud.
I did try and turn
I'm
my
allowed
mic down.
to.
Turned it down earlier,
I'm
didn't
going
you?
to turn it down.
Bell, hatch open, impact,
Fire,
fire, lightning.
I need to figure out what the
evoke.
doll
Oh
is.
my god, this is literally just.
Ship
I forgot I
gun.
had the
This is
doll in
literally
my
for our
bag.
spell ability to
Yeah.
cause random sound effects.
I'm gonna get it. It's free.
I'm gonna also give it that.
Okay,
We both are just like, oh yeah,
Sorry.
it's
That's-
free, so it's fine.
Whatever.
you're good.
I'm like,
You're
Oh,
drumming?
damn it.
Even though it's not-
Okay,
it's
so
not hard.
where we're
I'm about
entering
to
in
do one.
today is after telling some stories, after
Sounds like
moving
a
some
couple
logs, and
Pocket
possibly
Bard. I looked at
and
D&D
making a
soundboard.
friend who said, join me for breakfast, I think.
Yeah.
flirty
Um,
friend. Wink,
Gavin,
wink, wink, wink.
Tegan cleaned some sheep. Gavin did some weaving. You all have helped out around the village somehow, and the evening has come as the goblins begin to circle up, children and adults alike, around kind of that central area where you guys are already. And they've lit a kind of a campfire. What are some things you remember that are that's kind of the lore of this village? What do your characters remember,
Fuck.
or that might be meaningful?
Oh, the main guy who runs the
Gabi.
town.
That's a girl, actually.
Oh.
It's like a teenage girl.
Yeah, it's like 17.
Gabi escaped
I thought she was 14.
Baba Yaga.
Baby
17.
Gaga.
17.
Yeah.
Was
17.
it was it Baby Ga or
It's
was
Baby Gaga.
Baby
Baby
Gaga?
Gaga.
Escaped Baby Gaga.
And we're calling her BG in the village, remember?
Oh yeah, escaped BG because hopefully nobody can hear us.
The BB.
The BG.
Hey, it's
Big
close
bad
enough.
evil girl. Saying it
Big
that
bad
way is not
evil
a
gal.
winner for me. We're gonna
You
move
can
on.
say gal. You can
That's a
say
new
gal.
one.
I know.
Wait, hold on.
Going in the club.
Another Elmo shame meme here.
Wait, what is it?
Big bad evil girl. He shakes his
That is the second word. The other one is saying mama. That's the worst one you could say.
Was what?
There's some stuff he said during the other one that was
Big
bad
bad
too.
evil baby girl.
I blame Noella completely for this.
I blame
No,
her.
you continued it. You can't fully
Well, I
blame
wanted to
Noella.
honor the choices she made. I'm a big fan of continuity of
It's
story.
continuing the bit.
It
Yes.
is continuing the bit.
Okay.
You gotta
So,
commit to the bit.
You all are gathered around, and Wobbs Master Wobbs, or Gobby Wobby, has
Gobby Wobby.
invited you to help tell some fire stories.
This wasn't telling it from a book.
So I think that she had suggested you reading it through the book, but what I need is for everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Oh,
If it's with disadvantage because of exhaustion, take note of that.
and I can't help
It
but
felt
laugh.
Respectfully, F off.
You said
It's a
wisdom
great
saving throw?
start.
Excellent.
No.
start.
You said
No.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Nat 20. Plus 5. 20.
What did you get?
Great first roll.
That's not the best.
With
11.
your modifier. With
Yeah, I know. I got 2.
Okay.
4.
Okay. So that's gonna happen. Be relevant here in a moment. So.
Oh no, that's never
So as
good.
everyone gathers around, so that hasn't happened yet. I just wanted you to have the suspense of not knowing why I was asking. So you can choose to fail it if you want, but
You can just decide to fail.
you can sometimes.
Given a choice.
So, welcome everyone. We have guests tonight who have been wonderful, helping us all together throughout the day. So, children, wasn't it good having our storyteller friend? Yeah! Good children.
Yay!
Okay, thank you. And for those who required a
remember the
little
little
muscle,
shit going
it was good getting that help. Yeah. She's terrible. She outshined me all day long. The other one said that kept falling.
Oh, okay.
You're
And we
gonna beat 'em
had
up now.
help with the sheep and the weavers. Meh. I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it, and then it happened.
Disappointment himself.
Now
Instant
they've
regreg?
they've agreed. Instant regreg.
Oh, I started
Instant
to
Greg.
Write that
That's
down.
a new
Oh.
one.
Yay!
Just add it to the live comments or something. Or something. I don't know. It's always nice to have the live feed being watched because I don't think I can see. Anyways, so they've agreed to help tell some of our stories. The stories of how I escaped Baba Yaga. Ooh. All the kids. We love that story. I've never heard it. Yes, you have. You're an idiot.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome.
It verges on
You have to. You've committed.
I know
No,
I'm
I'm kidding.
committed.
Is there,
There's
is there
no
any
force.
way for the room to be cooler, like with opening the
Yeah,
door, make
I
it
was
worse?
thinking
or
the
better?
same
No,
thing.
it's hot
If it's
Probably
cooler
gonna make it worse,
outside,
yeah.
what's the temperature
It's
outside?
90 degrees
It's
right now
90.
outside.
Oh.
We're
It's
not
probably
yet.
not gonna help. Yeah.
This is.
Welcome to Arizona.
Welcome to-
It's not even April.
And
Maybe I should just bring a tiny
It cools
fan.
down next week to 74.
No,
I
I don't believe it.
Do we have a
Do
tiny
we have a
fan?
tiny fan? Can you
finish the sentence. Do I have a tiny fan?
Do I have a tiny
I
fan?
do. I have a couple
Little fan.
tiny fans actually.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I have a tiny fan.
I like how we all appear.
Wait, hold momentarily.
Oh my god. The school Wi-Fi is fun because I have to wait 7 minutes to download this free app.
Oh, it's because they don't have any downloads, baby. I don't know why. Oh, I already downloaded it. Look at that.
What? How did you get it? How dare you? Oh, I paused it accidentally.
Let's see about this ad. It's probably gonna say in-app purchases or some shit.
Oh,
It's a
that
sound.
kind.
Let me try.
I'm
Just click through all of them. It doesn't matter. You'll figure it out as you go. Select a scene.
Oh, you have to download.
Deegan, catch.
Well.
Oh, tiny fan. Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
just have to
cool.
share it at some point.
You
Because I'm
just
getting
have to
caught
share
too.
Now just say I do
So-
declare.
I think
Ah, duty
You have-
Can
Claire.
you feel this if I do this?
you have to
Feels
buy
so
the
good.
other pack.
I'm gonna have to violently be doing this the entire time.
It's gonna look wrong, but okay.
You have to buy all the other packs. That's
You have to buy more.
yeah.
You'll at least have one person in
Can
there.
I just
Okay.
Can I just find a free soundboard online?
Damn.
Yes, you should be able to. All right. So, they've all agreed to help us tell the stories of how I escaped Baba Yaga. Isn't that right, you all?
volunteered. I think you volunteered
So,
more than anyone else.
The
I
wisdom
wasn't
saving
there.
throw is part of the volunteer thing. So anyone who rolled under a 15 has to.
We're screwed.
So gets to
Yay.
participate in the story. And Tegan, you can choose whether you participate in the story willingly,
No,
but
I'm
you'll
gonna-
have a little. You'll basically get advantage on anything that happens in the story, one way or the other.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll
boy.
decide as it goes.
Okay. So
Imagine now
Wait,
in
what did
character
you
just
roll?
doing this while everyone else does.
11.
Oh, okay. So you're
Okay.
forced to do it with us.
Yeah.
so, what happens next for you three?
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Magical marionette strings.
Not
Wait.
again.
I have. Oh.
Because of your wisdom fail, her
Not
magic
even-
takes over, and
Wait,
you get
hold-
marionette strings
hold
added,
on.
and
Oh.
these
Marionette.
fine, thin
Shit.
threads of light, different colors for each of your characters, pull up into
Oh, color coordinated.
little puppets. One of those piece of wood, little puppet things.
It's Olivia
Alright.
the Golem.
Um,
Still with us.
She's
So-
beating the shit out of it.
So.
Wait, in character, where is Sapphire?
So we'll say you were kind of all gathered in roughly the same area. So you see the threads go on, and you'll be able to basically see what the story is telling, like what the kind of group hallucination is going to be here.
The girl is
But
Oh,
you can
no.
also see that she is guiding the strings here too.
I don't think that's the question I asked.
What did you ask?
I asked Aurora's character Sapphire in character.
Oh,
Where would she be? I have
you
no
said
idea-
Sapphire.
I have no idea what you thought. I said.
I thought you said your character's name. Sorry.
Oh no.
Because she has this kind of magic.
Yeah,
She
I
does.
did. That's why I was reminded.
Oh, so we
And
can get
honestly,
kicked
I
out
meant
of
to
it.
message Aurora and see how she was doing because we didn't see her for a couple weeks.
Mm.
And I thought it was
let's
spring
start
break
from
and
the
travel and
beginning.
stuff. But So for now, maybe she got stuck on a job gathering firewood and has
She got
been
stuck.
forgotten
No, we can't get out of
temporarily.
this one.
So
And I'm
humor.
just sitting there.
if
like,
she were
oh,
here, it'd be different. You don't have to actually do that the whole
It's
time.
too late.
It's too long.
We're just gonna have to
So-
trade back and forth because I'm like
Okay,
dying over here.
so,
fine.
so everyone in the audience can see the strings. You can see the strings, but everyone can also see the world that you all enter into. You all take the form in your minds. You transform the three of you into small goblin children.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Oh,
got
boy.
it.
So prepare whatever goblin voice you want to use,
back.
Just for
if
like
you
5
so
minutes.
desire.
I just started violently shaking.
Yeah. And Tegan, you can see that there's like a goblin child form, like almost like if you're
Not the creaky
what is it?
sound.
If you're like playing Zelda, you know, and you like see Link from behind,
Oh,
like
it's 'cause
that's
it's
kind
the
of the
first
visual you get, where they're like you're like in POV,
You
right?
get first person POV.
Yeah, you
I
get
keep
first person
accidentally-
POV, the three of you.
I keep accidentally hitting the mic.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it spikes. It's fine. Okay, so with that,
Summer in Arizona immediately knocks all of them off.
so imagine the three of you, your three goblin children, and you're hiding from Baba Yaga. What conversation are you having?
We gotta get out of here. Get fast.
You're out in the swamp somewhere.
Silence, woman.
She's kind of hot. I'm just kidding.
Hey, yo!
I'm not doing that.
Why is she kind of bad?
Is she up at it?
Maybe she's just sweating.
Up. I'm gonna try and get up a tree.
You have to be careful.
I like how you-
Aren't we in the house?
I love that your first
No,
instinct
you
is
are
always to
not
get up.
Let's get up a tree.
That's why we call her Trila.
They say they can smell our fear.
I'm
Well,
not.
then don't be scared, little.
I'm not
You're
scared.
not here, are
I
you?
know. I'm just heckling.
I'm not scared, but I'm not hiding in a tree.
Yeah, sure, you're not
Scared
scared.
of nothing.
I'm gonna climb up a tree. Cause like and try and hide in a branch.
I'm not scared either, but I'm gonna hide behind his tree. I'm a girl, by the way.
I'm a female.
Felt the need to
I am
explain that.
female.
I didn't know those exist.
No, don't you with that bullshit.
Hey, I'm playing the role of the goblin.
You didn't know
Goblins
girls
don't know
existed?
woman exists.
You didn't know they
man.
were?
Yay.
My gosh.
Flashback.
I want to be the one with the bow and arrow.
I wonder which one of you
Sure, one with a
is
staff.
Decide which
Gobby.
one you are.
I wonder which one is Gobby.
Needs the bows and
Is Gobby a
arrows one.
separate one?
I'll be
There's
this
that.
one.
Are you playing
That
all of
makes
her
sense.
friends that
Hold on.
died?
Yeah.
You decide which one you want to be. Do you want to stab? Do you want to
Do you want
slash?
to be
Or do you want to be
British or do
both?
you want to be not British?
Which one
You
is
wanna be
British?
British?
I want
The
to
one
be.
with the knife.
I
Oh,
want to
okay.
be Robin Hood.
You can be British if you like.
Okay, I guess I'm British.
You're British. Your character already
over.
looks British.
Where?
Right there.
You can't say that doesn't look British.
He's just fancy.
British.
Yeah.
Little
he
British
kinda
boy.
looks
I
British.
say when I give my character a British accent in my mind.
Ooh, what a pretty British boy. Oh, what a pretty British boy.
What a beautiful British boy.
Okay, did you ever watch it's the Barbie movie, but it's the 12 dancing
I didn't
sisters.
watch many Barbie movies, but I do know that.
So I always remember how to use a fan properly, both opening and closing, and then like the different things, because I watched the scene where they taught them how to do it.
Oh,
So I now just will randomly go, and they're like, "What is
I just
happening?"
used to play with fans all the time as a child, so it was just like, oh, fan.
And my mom was like, "Here's a Christmas present," and
You
it
know
was
how my
this.
fan works? I press a button on the side and it starts blowing air into my face.
You know how I
Fuck
don't
you.
need to do
Oh,
work?
it's
This
advanced.
is gonna be Gobby Wobbly. And then,
Oh, Gobby.
As needed, just make him.
This looks like a little British
Wait, electronics don't
What
miss
the heck
it
is
as well.
that?
It's connected
It's
to a
Baba
water
Yogi.
wheel.
Just
It's
wee,
Boogie.
wee, wee, wee,
It's Boogie Oogie.
boogie, oogie, woogie,
It's boogie, oogie,
Boogie
boogie.
Oogie.
boogie, oogie, woogie, googie.
Okay.
Gobby Flobby.
So
The Gobby.
and so Tegan, you get to be, since you got a nat 20 on your
POV.
save, you
No
get to
way.
be in Gobby's role here.
Ooh, the power.
So did you guys decide which of the three
No.
goblins you guys were gonna represent?
I'm the non-British one.
I'm the British one.
I'm the one just shooting an arrow.
I don't know what that is.
It's,
But okay.
it's a joke about British people shanking people.
The processing brain.
I don't know what that means.
You know,
Stay
like
ignorant.
You know, like how Detroit has its like meme status of being
He's the
really,
one with the
like,
knife.
shady place.
Hey,
it's like that. but
hey.
British.
Both my mother and all of her family were born in Detroit. Don't say
I
that.
said it was a
You got
joke.
the
I didn't
UK,
say that's
the
how.
Savvy
She
place,
said it was
you
a
got
belief.
America, the
I said it was a
place.
joke.
But
So
what's
you
the
know, I'm
in-between?
Disney.
It's
I'm
a-
like Robin Hood.
It's like a state joke, like how Florida is crazy.
True. Well, that one I agree with.
Florida's just insane.
Well, all right.
We're just establishing.
So you all now, you three are like in the mind. Your minds have kind of been taken over by the character you're playing, but you as
Right.
players get to
By the
decide.
ghosts of
So
dead
you are now
children.
goblins. You can't be. You might be smart ones, but Gobby definitely Wobby definitely believes that she is the smartest.
Damn.
So
Shake my head.
Why is that accurate to our characters too? I think my character has the highest intelligence score of the team.
just worked out that maybe that's why you passed the save. So as
just
you all
saying.
were told as goblins that like your parents told you, the village told you, never go out alone, and at one point they told you stay together, hide here. She's coming to the village tonight.
She's coming to take
And
them away.
and you at one point in the middle of the night you hear this stomping
Oh, lovely.
of
Chicken
Chicken
House.
House kind of wander by. So but not notice you yet.
You hear that? Sounds like chicken feet.
We probably should get up
What happened to
somewhere.
my voice? It sounds like chicken feet.
We probably should get up somewhere and get out of here.
It's probably a smart idea.
What say you, idiot of two?
Wow.
Actually,
That is actually on par for goblin children.
Let's go hide behind this conveniently placed tree.
I agree.
But the house is gonna break the tree.
Then you go a little farther.
I think we should climb the tree further high.
What about Bobby Yaga? I mean, you.
Not Bob.
Wobby.
Bobby
Wobby.
Gobby,
Bobby,
yeah.
what should we do?
not hide behind the fucking tree.
Well, then what?
That was tag team laugh snort. Moving on. So,
Not hide behind the
okay,
fucking tree.
since you're all kind of suggesting different things, everybody make wisdom saving throws. We're gonna use your normal character stats for this. For the things in character.
I just
Okay.
see
You don't
shook
have special
your head
goblin stats. It's
immediately.
okay. We're just gonna let your character's normal things happen.
Oh, sound
Even
done
with
stuff.
this-
Wisdom
Huh?
saving throw.
So I get to keep my disadvantage?
Yeah,
No.
you're still tired
Thank
in this
God.
universe. In this universe,
Not for
you're still
goblin.
tired.
Wisdom saving throw? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, that's
7.
21.
Dirty 20.
Look, wisdom is like my
Okay.
best score.
Hey,
Alright.
we should
It's
trade
my-
like dice. Totally fun.
Hey, don't worry.
So-
about
my,
10.
my tiny pink
Do you
dice
want
are
my purple
luckier
ones? You can
dice.
try these ones. These ones have the better luck.
For the
Okay,
funny, I'll
so
stick
the
with this.
two
wanna
that
try
had
this
20
one?
and 21, the other two will assume that you're right. Like you're saying things in a convincing way. So what was
Wait,
your
so-
goblin
mhm.
saying?
No, I don't want
Hide behind a further tree and run up it.
Okay. And then what was Gobby Wobby suggesting aside from don't hide behind the tree he said?
Okay, earlier they mentioned a hiding spot to, like the parents mentioned a hiding spot to go to.
Yes.
I'd probably suggest wherever that is. I don't
Okay.
know where that is.
And so
exactly.
you guys are in that. It's like
Oh,
a
it's
small,
already, we're already
it's like
there.
a small thicketed area, and then there's swamp around with a couple trees. And so, yeah. So the suggestions were to leave that a little bit, climb up a nearby tree or a faraway tree, or go hide behind a tree instead of this
How
protected
about we do
thicket.
something else than a tree?
I don't know what else to do.
There's nothing else.
We're kids. We're kids. You're the slightly
Also
older
kids.
adult.
We need an adult.
You all are kids. You're all baby kids.
I'm also a kid.
You're like the
idiot.
teenager.
You're like 3-4-year-old.
For some reason, we anointed
Just
you as
starts
our leader,
bawling,
so
crying.
do something.
So, dude.
It's
the
like
bar.
in Rugrats. They're all kids, but Tommy's clearly the leader sometimes, right? And Angelica wants to be.
I don't
Not
understand
trees.
that reference.
What is that supposed to
I
mean?
get what you're trying to say. I
She
never
said we're all
watched
kids.
it,
Anyways,
but I know what you're trying to say.
They all have diapers. It doesn't matter. That's what I'm saying.
All
Okay.
of us are tiny children.
So you're gonna suggest staying in the thicket.
I'm gonna suggest staying in a thicket, and if it gets too close, maybe like using rocks or like trying to like hide more. So like put stuff over us to hide more.
Okay.
Like
Instead of
leaves?
climbing a tree.
But
We're not going into a tree.
But
We can
tree.
make a slingshot.
What?
Do you want to fling yourself at her?
No. The rocks. It was your
Rocks.
idea. Don't look
Oh.
at me funny.
I found the free soundboard.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
Anyway,
Does it work?
Pizza.
Me.
Alright.
It's delayed.
everyone gather rocks, okay? We can make this happen.
Oh my god.
Can we just start belting rocks at people? I want to belt a rock at this
God.
bug over here.
Me? I'm not a bug.
You look like a bug. You look like.
You look like a gremlin.
Make a survival check to see if you find any rocks that you can throw at
Do
people.
we all make
All of
one?
them?
We all make.
Only if you're
rocks.
gathering rocks.
Oh,
or
I'm
if you're
gathering
just-
rocks.
Rocks.
If you're trying to
Heck
build,
yeah.
Tegan, if Wobbs is trying to
Actually,
make
I'm
better
not gonna
cover,
grab
make a
rocks.
survival check.
Okay.
Hurry up, I have enough rocks for all of us.
14.
Survival check.
19.
You guys find
A
you
dirty
find
20.
three rocks.
My god.
You
I'm
find three
not rolling.
good-sized
I love-
rocks for throwing. You find 4,
I love this pink dice.
Imagine.
and you gotta.
Okay,
I
hold
got
on.
dirty
Now I've got to roll.
So
'cause
you
y'all are
managed
rolling.
to sift through
Never
the
mind.
nearby area without making yourself visible, and grab more to like build up the thatch a little better, so there's a little better, less visibility through it. Were you doing? Gathering rocks poorly.
You got a nat one, didn't you?
What did you get? 6. What were you trying to do?
Gather rocks.
You find one.
You found one rock.
One really good rock.
I want more than one rock.
But it's so
I kinda
circular.
like this
It's
sound.
perfect. It's
Yeah,
like
you could skip down the water.
I throw it at him.
Even in this
Make an
universe.
attack roll.
Oh my god.
oh.
I don't even
I
want to
like the soundboard actually.
One of the
I
outside
catch
the
it, throw it
story,
back.
outside the
back.
story, one of the little kids says, "Well, that seemed kind of passive aggressive."
I catch
But
it,
you guys
throw it
don't hear
back. Is please tell me I'm able to do that.
What was your roll?
5.
That's pretty bad. What was make an attack roll?
Damn, that was
Oh,
bad.
catch it, throwing it.
I just got health back.
You
What are
also
you
threw a rock
doing?
at somebody.
Yeah,
I throw rocks at all people.
but where'd the goblins?
What?
What is that? A 2.
Hey,
Can I throw the rock back at him?
I was gonna say, can I intercept and grab the rock?
So you throw the rock just far enough so that it lands at his feet. He scoops it up to throw it back at you. With a 2, he slips in kind of the muddy, swampy, squishy stuff of this little thatched area and falls backwards. Make
My
a
goodness, that was
stealth
the little
check
goblin.
with disadvantage. With disadvantage.
You're gonna get us all caught.
You know what?
this is the one
I'm
that
just
damned us
glad
all.
he
Wait,
got thrown rocks at.
not a good
Ooh.
start, by the way. I would
And
like
so
Trying to do
So,
voices is hard.
Tegan,
I
your
wish.
character can hear Wobbs going, and they threw rocks back and forth at each other, and then the dumb one number 2 just came backwards and splashed into the water. What was your stealth check?
So I wish it was the, nice 14.
Guidance.
I can't.
Oh.
I can't. We're in the story. So,
I didn't say that, but go ahead.
Freaking roll guidance.
Go ahead.
can I do that?
What was your roll? No, it's fine
Okay.
for now
Rude.
because you already rolled. So,
Well, we're in a story.
So
I
the
thought we
lowest
could've given
was-
These were like all entangled or something.
Okay, I got another sound.
so your lowest roll was the 10.
Yes.
Okay.
Everything.
Okay.
Oh, you get to see what I saw for like the past 2 hours before this.
Surprisingly, both low rolls.
That's good. That's
One was for
good.
the house and one was for Baba Yaga.
Oh.
But a 6 for Baba Yaga perception-wise, she's a CR 15.
questionable.
So sorry about the.
Yeah, that felt good.
Um,
Oh, this one
That's
doesn't seem
because
to
like
work.
right after my knuckles have needed to go all day and they won't.
Watch this, guys.
Your sad cracks compared to me and Greg's.
I don't do that.
Good, because it actually causes
Okay.
arthritis when you do that.
so,
I already have
Yeah,
all
she's
of
got-
I thought they disproved that.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, this one says it
I
works,
just know
but
it's
it
not
doesn't
good for
actually
your-
play anything.
Is your volume up? I'm sorry.
It is. It's at max.
Okay, perception is
This
plus
one
8, so
didn't work.
14.
Oh,
So,
Oh,
So
shit.
you go to throw the rock. You're like getting ready to catch it as he goes back, And he
All
goes to
right,
throw it
ladies.
and slips backwards. The rock doesn't go, it falls straight down, and he falls back and splashes in the water. And you can hear in the distance the sound of wood,
Crunching trees.
and then
That's
very Jurassic Parky. Like the water's rumbling.
We should sacrifice him.
You're and then you find out you kind of come up and you can feel the rumbling as you're about thigh high in water as you
Okay.
fell into the swamp water.
I think we've decided we're going to offer him a sacrifice, Baba Yaga.
I am not accepting this.
You don't get a choice.
You
Okay. Um,
Loser.
Tegan, how would Wobbs respond to that suggestion?
I imagine just dead staring at them the whole time,
Okay.
slightly shaking their head.
Aren't you supposed to be helpful?
You're not being helpful, Wobbs.
We're not being smart.
This is why you get bullied in
You can't
goblin
keep
school.
IRL, baby.
Okay.
Why everyone hates you.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay.
It just
I did not call you by your name.
I thought you did. I heard
there are
you
some
that
lined
way.
up syllables that work, then some that don't with that overlap. So, with that, you come up out of the water, and I need you to. What are you gonna do? You can hear. Are you gonna try and jump in a thicket? Or are you gonna try and run and hide by a tree? What would goblin number?
Do you have
Idiot
British goblin.
number.
What were you?
Idiot. You idiot number
Do you
2.
guys want to do the same campaign?
What
on
would you
Monday
do?
again? Okay.
I like, okay, but this one just
So-
gives me delay.
So she's coming over now, right? Because I failed to stealth.
Me
You
and
can
Noelle are the
feel.
only
Yeah.
ones watching.
you- there was a perception, and the house is stomping in your direction. You think.
What would Baba Gaba do?
Why? So
Hi, baby.
There's a few. I don't know what's up.
There might. I don't think there's. I just
I
don't think
guess
there's
I'll
pieces
hide
of hi.
like behind a tree,
Yes,
but
this
like
one's
away,
delayed.
but not in that direction, and not fully behind it, but like somewhat on an angle at a
Jealous.
tree.
Make a stealth with advantage.
Okay.
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 Where's my skill?
I was gonna remind him, and then you came in and reminded him.
She's been
for me.
messaging me about it today.
Well, she also like
This was just
messaged
the
me and
beginning of
Hannah to
Gangster
remind you.
It's generally preferred if you ask someone to do something, you don't hand it to a
That's
friend
two
and
good
say,
rolls.
give this to Greg.
You were busy that day and I had class.
Some pretty good rolls right there.
But I
Dirty
kind of
20.
did forget about it. till
Cool.
the end.
You
All right.
valid me though.
So, how does it look as your goblin tries to fade into the darkness?
I'm like,
Do you slowly step back?
yeah, I just like slowly just
Simpsons walk into the
trying to be as small of an object as possible, just hide it going away.
Okay. Okay, so
Monday experience came in handy.
as the water splashes, you all see the chicken house come and stand 20 feet from your thicket. And it seems to be, you can sense, like, you're not exactly sure how it works, but you get the sense that that the house itself seems to be sniffing the air in different directions, like it's hunting. Like a, yeah.
Cover yourself in mud.
And then one of the claws reaches out and grabs a tree and yanks it down. Roll a percentile die.
Oh no.
There's a 30%
You want
chance,
me
0 to
just do
30.
this on here?
0 to 30, it's the tree you're hiding behind.
Just
No, I don't trust that die.
Why?
All right, I'm saying bye.
Bye.
Okay,
Love
I say.
I might adopt him.
There are worse things to
Not
adopt.
another animal, Sammy.
No. No.
As long as
I'm
you
kidding,
can feed
I'm
it
kidding.
Wait, what did
responsibly.
you say the dice?
0 to 30.
True.
What'd you get?
Bye,
56.
love you.
So, okay. It grabs the tree that you originally were going to hide under, not the one you're on.
See?
And
Bad idea.
rips the top half off and slams it into the swamp and starts like shredding it.
I'm so glad I didn't go back.
That child dies instantly in the store.
What are you doing?
You want to go cover ourselves in mud?
See, the tree was a bad idea.
So we're gonna roll in the
Oh
mud.
yeah, you guys think I'm dead.
We're gonna roll in the mud.
Predator style.
What did you?
Like the movie Predator.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Predator style.
Okay.
What do you think? of?
Make a
Oh, here we go.
make a survival check to see how well you roll in the mud.
Yeah, sure, I'll
Sometimes
do
being
it
the
too.
dumb one's really nice.
12.
14.
Wait, I'll do it too. Give me a second.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of us.
13. I got in the middle.
Those
You
are like the
averaged
average roll of like
The
They're
average.
technically all above
12,
average.
13, 14.
10 and 11 is exactly average.
above that.
Nerd.
So you go rolling in the mud to try and hide your scent. What are you doing?
Already in the
Are you running at this point?
Or you were hiding on it, kind of trying to tuck in behind a tree, right? Or hide behind a tree?
Yeah, I'm just hiding behind the tree.
Make another stealth check with advantage.
Can I climb? Can I try and run up another tree that's farther away?
Why are we still focused on the tree?
I want my
You
tree.
want to climb a tree after what that thing did to it?
Well, I'm
It's a
climbing
little
a
worse.
farther away tree.
14.
But it's gonna get to the tree eventually.
No, but if I like run
But
for
you
like a
have
solid
little
5
tiny-
minutes.
It had
Tiny
disadvantage.
goblin legs.
It got a 4 and a
Sure.
nat 20.
Oh
Baby
my
goblin.
god. I saw that.
Oh,
Oh god.
you're screwed.
Can I have the face?
She got a 4 though. Or something.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm chilling for now.
You don't seem to be detected yet.
You think you're fine.
What, do you,
Everything's okay
You're
right
not
now.
detected yet.
what would you do next? You've rolled in mud. You've hidden, tried to stay hidden more.
I'm running as far as I can go.
You're gonna get called so
Imagine-
bad.
I don't care. I'm running as far as I can go. With but that would make me require me to make a stealth check.
Also,
Mhm.
I will quickly say this is from Wabi's POV, so it might be very biased towards the ones that died, aka you three.
Valid.
I'm gonna run still.
Make a stealth
just had
check
the
with
thought.
advantage because you mudded up.
Because
Tough mudder style.
Come on.
you murdered it.
Oh no. Oh no.
14.
Oh. Hopefully it's a 4 again.
Shit.
Nope, that's not a 4.
Oh,
17 and 20 with
Rest in
disadvantage.
peace.
With a 14, what would you be trying to do as you run away?
just like run, but like quietly run.
Like
Okay.
speed walk.
I'm
Like, so
quietly
like speed
running.
walking as fast as I can to get to like the furthest tree possible.
And so, children, that
Oh.
goblin,
Children, one was
and
a
so,
assumption.
children, that goblin ran away. And you see what the goblin actually did for a moment, which is what your 14 would indicate. But then you kind of have this moment of like rewind and running and screaming away, and it's like, and so it's Wabi's story.
Wabi's story is inaccurate.
But she shows, so everybody
what I
sees you
said.
kind of doing the real version and then rewind and doing the Wobbs version.
Yeah, so like
That's
the
the
Wobbs
Wobbs version.
I told you, like she's probably very
Yeah.
biased.
So it looks like you got a nat 1. Splash, 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 splash. And then
I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
the chicken house dum, 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 dum,
Oh. No.
and it scoops you up.
I shout.
And Bella Rose is lifted by magic
Oh.
10 feet up in the air.
And dropped down.
And some arcane sparkles of energy appear in just the face of Baba Yaga near. You look like a tasty treat.
I flip off Baba Yaga.
Not the smart thing to do.
Flip off Baba Yaga.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Real quick,
You can flip.
I will say that you guys are playing Dumb Goblin 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I'm
What'd you get?
somewhat, at least, a little smart.
You're
Everyone
idiot number
called you
2, so.
idiot
7.
number 2. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm idiot.
So-
I'm dead, aren't I?
No, you try and like break through and give something that would be a Bella Rose response, and it doesn't come out that way. It's like the goblin says, "Meh," at
I'm literally gonna start crying.
at the sparkly face, arcane face of Baba Yaga, as the story is being told by the campfire. And so then Bella Rose gets shrouded in darkness. You all can't see her.
I just screamed.
From the two in the goblin perspective, you see her get pulled into the house.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Well,
so it's us now.
And Bella Rose,
far
everything
away
kind of
from each
goes
other, we
black
can
as far as you're concerned for a moment or two. So what are the three of you
La,
doing?
la, 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 la.
Standing like completely still, like Jurassic Park style. If I don't move, they can't see me. and I'm covered in mud. So, oh,
What if there's magic that'll detect you?
Okay.
She shushes the Wobby.
Make a stealth check with advantage. You're still in the thicket though, right? Yeah.
In the thick of it.
And what's Wobbs doing while she's rolling?
oh,
Oh, thank God.
okay.
Probably trying to
21.
hug.
Something
Oh damn.
22, I think. I don't care.
You
That
stay
one.
perfectly still.
Wow.
Now we're
Because she's too busy eating. Or something.
Oh.
eating you.
Prepping her food.
I imagine probably trying to kind of go towards any kind of hiding spot, like kind of in darkness more so.
Okay.
Like kind of lowering to the ground.
Like real slow, real stealthy.
Mhm.
Like, okay.
Daytime or night?
Make a stealth
I
with
don't know.
advantage.
It's probably nighttime.
That's a
Is
good
it
question.
nighttime?
It is middle of the night, like 2, 3 in the morning.
Okay.
It's too.
Terrifying.
It's really
Oh
early.
my
Maybe
God.
Such like
Stealth. What's up?
what
That's
do
not
you
that bad.
call it? What do you call breaking the fourth wall or something?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
story's actually happening out of the
Oh
character.
no.
That's what's happening.
That's what I feel like.
That's what's actually happening.
16.
Wobby.
Okay.
Wobby.
Actually, we'll keep their same perception check there. So you and you're so then you can probably get about 30 feet away. Would you be going the same direction that he is, or would you be going a different direction?
I'd probably, I think, towards the goblin building.
Okay.
Harvard equivalent
Man,
of
every man
Goblin
for himself, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all
everyone
just
does
said
that.
it.
We're
F
gonna
you.
get like
So-
devoured.
So
So
Wobbs, everyone sees Wobbs do like a SEAL team, like under the water, like slow, like creeping through the water, swimming
Show off.
carefully through the water,
Yeah,
and
show off.
like moving very
Like I can still hear
precisely
you.
compared to the screaming goblin nat one equivalent of what your 14 was. And so the kids back at the camp are like, so stealthy. That's like superhero stuff.
I think I know how the
They
story
whisper to each
ends.
other.
well, yeah, I know how the story ends already because I know there was one survivor. Oh no, she said I know how this.
Hold on, wait until you see what I finish typing.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Are you doing like one of those like what is it, B-roll or whatever it is, where it takes pictures on both sides?
No,
Be
check
real.
the
Oh, it's so
chat.
close.
You
It's
just
Check
real.
the chat.
That was an old man just then. The B.
Be real.
Were you
The
doing one of
B-roll?
the
B-reels?
B-reels?
No.
B-rolls.
Yeah,
B-rolls.
you said the
Check the
B-roll.
live stream chat, and then you'll see what I was doing.
Another message.
Yes, I did.
I just subscribed to him on accident. I need to.
You.
By accident.
I was
That's hurtful.
fine. Whatever.
DM is
This DM is mean, you know. This DM. That's not how the song goes.
Was it like the custom eye size thing? I accidentally subscribed to him. Yeah,
I had to add that.
It's me.
I had to add that part because that only felt fair.
I'm just gonna spam hearts.
I like how the delays on it.
So,
was
we said
testing
the story zooms in on your character kind of playing the goblin, but you're not in strings or anything. So
That
you
was
said
appropriate.
you were standing there carefully. So you haven't been. So a few minutes pass as the house seems to, as after one goblin gets taken into the house, and then the house walks back over to where that log was and starts shredding it again, and seems to be like shoving the wood into the base, like you guys as your
Previously
actual
covered.
characters saw it do. So it's moved back where it's like within 20 or 30 feet of all of you, but right now you're kind of scattered. So you can move the pieces of like 4 or 5 inches
No,
apart.
no,
over there, over there.
Those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the house is just sitting there really carefully.
Just do like all of
You're,
us
you're
together.
dead, I guess.
Only
dead.
yeah, it's somewhere off screen, off stage. Yeah, that's fine.
We just like
Nice.
who's Baby Yaga?
Who's baby?
I had that purple one over there as a
Oh.
potential Baby Yaga, and if you
Oh.
want the house, you can
Baby
put
Yaga.
that over there as the house.
Oh, okay.
We do not have.
That works
We
for
might have
me.
to spread ourselves out a
You like-
little more.
Right on.
Well, that's
But you
good.
can
There
put
we
your
go.
mini in there because you're in the house.
Oh yeah, you're in the house.
I don't think there's room for it, but that works.
On here, there's no room.
I think if you open in or on is fine. Okay.
On is fine.
So
What?
it's a few minutes of just hearing this thing violently shred a log. What's the goblin doing?
Oh gosh, she's
Praying.
spreading that kid.
I'm still covered in mud, right?
Yeah, I mean, ish.
Do you wanna be?
Did you roll in the mud?
Well, no, I fell in the
In the mud.
You're watery, but you're watery on the back of a tree, basically, or whatever.
What
Okay.
can I do even?
You're dead.
I'm basically dead.
We'll do their three, and then I'll come back to you.
The
I
screen
will,
cut off.
I will
I'm
stay
so
higher in the
special. I
tree,
get
but
my
I'll also,
own.
kind of like go in the mud a bit to like cover.
So you want to kind of sink
Yeah.
low in the. Okay.
Like
Both
SWAT
are sinking into
style.
the mud.
Yeah. Okay. So make a survival check to see how well that does, and it might give you advantage on the next one. What
I
are, so
imagine-
are you still swimming away, or did you stop?
Slowly swimming away, but also kind of looking back to see what happens to the other.
Okay. And then Claire, are you just standing
I'm still standing.
Okay.
Just-
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I have a feeling that this narrative is gonna change over and over again, like yours.
17.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel the need to sneeze as a piece of
Oh!
as a droplet of mud kind of drips down your forehead onto your nose and dangles there like a boogie.
Wait, wait, hold on. Where's the mud coming from?
You had rolled it,
Yeah.
remember?
Rolled it.
Oh,
So
okay,
then
I
you're
thought-
standing still
It came
and the
from
mud is
nowhere.
like caked on. Oh, you were thinking like it was one of those drip moments?
Yeah.
That would have been fun, but no. Maybe not today, maybe not
Okay.
tomorrow, but someday.
Looks like
One day.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a song reference.
One day.
I know that song.
One day.
So, so you managed to hold in the
Trying to
sneeze,
slowly
and
down.
then the droplet just, and it's fine.
Okay.
All right, what are you doing?
You
You did a survival check.
13.
You're last in this instance.
Lovely.
13 is enough. You managed to
I'm
carefully
only
get in.
Sorry,
like, get
that's
some
not
mud
to be as
worked in on
depressing as
you.
it came out.
Okay, and then what's Wobbs doing? Continuing to travel away?
Yeah, like I mentioned a second ago, like
Some-
kind of still like slowly moving backwards
So
while
I'm
kind
getting
of trying
behind
to
a
keep
tree
eyes on
and
the
also
others.
muddy. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of also
Standing
keeping
out.
an
You're
eye
not
on
me
where
who made
the
a poor choice.
Baba Yaga house is.
I guess.
Sounds good. Okay, and
Yeah.
then you have been taken into Baba Yaga's house. There are arcane energies that keep you bound,
Lovely.
and you get to, and she sits you next to a
The bones
small
of other
cooked
children.
oven,
Boy.
which your character would have known as the little
Stove thingy.
stove thing, yeah, the iron stove thing,
The furnace.
yeah, not the furnace. That's
The irons.
whatever.
I'm
it was.
literally gonna cry.
But yeah, you're sitting there, and and Baba Yaga, this kind of elderly lady. It looks like what we've experienced before as like Granny Yaga
I was
when
gonna
she
say,
came down.
Grammy Ga?
Grammy Ga,
Oh,
that's what it
the
was. Yeah,
Gran.
Granny Ga.
Grammy Ga.
Grammy
Ga.
Grammy.
Grammy Ga.
Gaga.
So yeah.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah, it was Grammy Gaga.
Grammy
Yeah,
Ga.
Grammy
Grammy
Gaga.
Ga or Grammy Gaga. So
Grammy Gaga. We
Well,
just immediately went to calling them all
just
Gaga.
a bit of a treat here. You look like a delicate morsel. Let's see if you have anything in your mind. Have you ever considered that time goes by so slowly, but time can do so much?
Please leave me alone.
I say nothing and spit in Grammy Ga's face.
Okay, make an intimidation check with disadvantage.
Yeah, you're literally playing the most dominant goblin right now.
More
Oh,
ac-
what is it? Please.
More
What
accurate.
What were both rolls? I want to know what both are.
9 and a 4.
Those are both pretty bad.
Oh, and
What's
that's
your
not adding my
What's your bonus to intimidation here?
What you do?
two.
So
Oh, I
two-
could've
so
just pushed it
6
down the
total?
hall.
Man.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't even care if I die at this point.
Decapitated.
As-
I've challenged it.
Dakota,
As the little goblin
your character will die.
I don't care.
No, I'm saying it's going to happen regardless.
I
So
know.
might as well make dumb decisions.
Yeah.
So the goblin goes to spit at Gamiga,
Grammy Gaga.
and it stops mid-air and just sits there and spins around like it's an atom.
no.
And it's just like, interesting flavoring, strange response to the question. So no regard for time at all. I guess you don't need any more of it then.
Okay.
Make a
Okay.
I've accepted it at this point.
so make a wisdom saving throw.
12.
Okay. So it takes a moment, but you start to get a really bad headache to the point where the goblin passes out. And so as everyone's looking on to this scene of kind of the ephemeral
I'm gonna take
sparks
damage.
of Gamiga and the goblin who you're kind of floating up in the air being, like it shows you kind of fall backwards, and then a bunch of light kind of explodes in all directions. And that was the first friend who died.
I was made out
And
of
then all the
example.
children said, no. And then two of the children said that's what they get or deserve. So what would it be? Something like that, like serves them right.
You
You
asshole.
deserve the
Right.
You deserve the rock.
Yeah. So that's all happening at the same time.
You asshole! You are the idiot in the story.
Now you've actually hurt my feelings.
It's not Dakota. It's not even Bella Rose. And then And then Bella Rose comes out of the blackness and gets like slowly magic places you down, and you come back to your mental facilities. Now you get to watch the rest of the show.
No, hey, look, if it makes you feel better, that basically her story made you do a dumb thing, which was yell and scream. So that wasn't even your decision. So
Yes,
you're
but I
fine.
made choices.
You didn't get to make the final choice,
True.
so it's fine.
True. Very true.
You're okay.
I'm just gonna watch the rest of you go through this. I'm fine now.
Hey, my character survived.
Stealth check with advantage. Are you still standing still if it takes another minute or two of this?
Yep.
Okay.
Have fun.
Constitution saving throw with disadvantage. And then
Oh.
stealth check with advantage because they're closer targets. Because
I am
you've managed
so
to get
glad I
50 or
made
60 feet away.
18. Wait, 18 for stealth.
Stealth.
With advantage, you said?
Yes, with
Okay.
advantage.
Dirty 20.
13. Wait,
Was that
no,
with
14.
disadvantage?
Heck yeah.
What'd you roll? What were your two rolls?
19 and 16.
Wow.
Oh, and you added your modifiers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Nice. Okay. Well, so you realize that you haven't gone to the restroom in a while, but you hold it in.
Bladder break.
You had a stealth of what
Struggling
again?
there.
18.
Okay, and the distracted by her current meal, you are not in danger. What was yours?
14.
Okay. So she rolled a nat 1 with disadvantage,
Oh.
and so even with a +8, neither of you, so nobody's noticed. She's otherwise indisposed. So yeah. So another time starts to go by for a while.
Have
Like,
fun.
like
You
your
have to
character,
watch.
half an hour goes by. What's your character doing after half an hour?
Well,
Like,
y'all do
are you
this.
continuing to like stay still, to travel away, to stay at standstill?
I'm gonna take a
Try-
bio
I'm
break.
getting
Have fun.
pretty sick of this.
I'm gonna like,
Are either
I'm
of
gonna
the two?
back off,
Okay.
but like continuing to stay behind like the trees from like her
Can I have
POV
focus?
Oh, yeah.
or like
So you're
perspective.
intentionally trying to create, like, stay out of line of sight.
Yes,
Gotcha. Okay.
but I'm like, slowly back.
Okay. And are you trying to go in the same direction as Wobbs is, like toward the village, or are you just trying to maintain a breaking line of sight?
Breaking line of sight.
Okay. Okay. What's Wobbs doing?
Mobs, real quick. Is any of the two facing me? I assume that goblin is not. Because standing still.
Um,
I could probably turn my head. I don't know.
I don't know. Do you want to take the
roll a
gamble?
percentile die to see if so Clara, roll a percentile die to see if you're facing in her direction or not, in Wobbs' direction.
Oh, can I add on something?
It would be 0 to 40.
I got. Wait, is there one more dice I have to roll? Or
You rolled the 2d10s. What'd you roll?
0, 0.
Okay. So that's going to mean no matter what you rolled, it'd be low enough. So yes, you're facing in a direction. Are you thinking, can she see me? Okay.
Yeah.
What are you
Because I
going
was
to try
going
to
to
do?
try and do like a signal for them to start heading towards me. So
Perception check.
could not see.
That'll be 13.
There's a moment where you think a drop of mud's going to cross in your eye right as you're like looking out. But with a 13, you can see Wobbs kind of gently trying to wave you over. What are you doing?
I was saying I was like hiding behind trees, backing off.
Oh, that's right.
And I also wanted to say, I want to still keep like
Oh my goodness. there's
this
so many
village
tabs.
town in my perspective,
okay.
but like
I think you guys are a little further away than that, but go ahead and make but you can be aware of the direction set.
Yeah.
Make stealth with advantage. And then Clara, would your goblin, having seen that she's saying beckoning you over, what's your character gonna do?
I figure I'd see her kind of beckoning me, and like my instincts are like telling me, Jurassic Park, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
I would, the urges will come over, and I'll just book it.
So you're
The
gonna go
urges.
sprint in Wobbs' direction.
Yes,
Oh no.
I imagine this is
I'm like 3 years old, man.
yeah, 3 years old doesn't have
Make
the most
a
impulse
survival
control.
check with disadvantage.
Awesome.
I have
Double
18 for
disadvantage.
stealth.
Hello.
Oh, I missed.
Oh.
Okay, well, that's 8.
I've been holding that in since like 2:30.
Okay. Wobbs, make a stealth check flat. Or actually with advantage because you've got 2 other things nearby. Yeah.
What
Okay.
buffoonery have you guys gotten up to while I was gone?
Sprint.
I'm sprinting.
She's sprinting,
What are you doing?
slowly backing off, but like hiding.
18.
I think I might be idiot number 1, guys.
So,
No, I'm idiot number 1. You're idiot number
so as you go
No, I
to
was
No,
sprint,
Idiot
2, 1, 3.
Oh.
as you go to
Thank
sprint,
God.
the chicken house
Oh,
Oh boy.
no.
and starts chasing after you. You are Ian Malcolm, but without the Jeep. So you go sprinting off, and then what was your the check I had you make,
The check, it was survival.
and how did you?
That was an 8.
Okay, that's right. So that was how well you could find find the path to not just splash into the water hard. You make about 30. You get about 30 feet in this dash before. So you make it halfway to Wobbs, so you can go ahead and move closer to Wobbs. I think Wobbs is the gray one.
I'm
yeah.
the gray
Yeah, right there. So you make it halfway to Wobbs, and then you go to step thinking it's a place of sure footing, and your foot does a plunge 2 feet deep, like you get hip deep in like a watery pothole of mud.
But you're still short.
Yeah,
Still
you're a
pretty
2-foot goblin now.
And the chicken house catches up to you.
Oh no.
And then everyone that back in the village during the fire stories, everyone watches as the bug lady gets lifted 10 or 15 feet up in the air,
Welcome to the
like
club.
this is Stranger Things. A ball of blackness surrounds you as you get pulled into the house, chicken house.
Welcome
And
to
all
what
of
I
this is
did.
in these kind of fire ember ethereal energies, except for you
Okay.
guys.
I get to meet Baby Gaga.
Baby Gaga.
Baby goblin.
So-
Gimme ga.
So you're staying stealth. You're staying stealthed. They're distracted.
gimme, cop.
It seems like you might not be noticed yet, but you did just watch your friend get taken in.
A
And so
second time.
Your character kind of has both perspectives. You can, yeah.
I didn't mean sprint. but okay, I was sprinting myself. I didn't mean sprint. I don't know if she did that.
Okay, what's Wobbs' next choice after dialogue?
Special children.
Just gotta look at the last friend left.
What do you do? Would you turn to Wobbs and make eye contact, or what would you do?
Just
Do
Well,
slowly.
I'm probably looking that direction, just like slowly backing off. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The cry for help.
So both of you make stealth checks, and these are contested against each other in this instance.
oh.
Oh. Have fun.
No
Both
advantage,
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
flat.
Just flat.
Alright.
You've been throwing advantage and disadvantage out left and right today.
Well, there are a lot of people distracting the source of fear
Oh god, what'd you get?
I got 13.
and mud.
22.
Oh,
Okay. So Wobbs. So after that one gets taken in, the chicken house sniffs around, and kind of seems to hone in on
Sorry.
the direction that
I had,
Wobbs
like,
is from the chicken
Stuff
house.
flying to my nose.
You think you're free, but it looks like you can also see that the chicken house is focused on your friend Wobbs.
Nope.
So what would you do?
Oh, is this where Wobbs gets his lore?
her.
Her lore, sorry,
I-
excuse me.
Don't misjudge me.
I'm just gonna keep, like, slowly backing off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh, ouch.
Disadvantage.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, with advantage.
Okay,
With
I'm like-
advantage, sorry, yeah. You had
Bobby's
advantage.
just like, idiot number 2.
Yeah.
Idiot number
Oh,
2.
no, I just said it wrong.
Idiot number
No,
2.
but it
My
gives us-
default was
Yikes.
cruelty. Sorry.
15.
Okay.
A little lower.
You said that like it was really bad.
Okay, and then so what is Wobbs doing now? Is the chicken house seems to be directing focus toward her.
Oh, see,
Can I say,
cool.
like,
Now I can do
reverse,
this.
Like serpentine a bit more
Well,
with
no,
the
no,
movement.
no.
Okay, you're
not
gonna
worth the
try
effort.
and like move away at at diagonals.
Yeah, at angles. So that kind of maybe throws it off a bit, but slowly.
Make a wisdom check to see how well you do this, or survival check. It's based on wisdom, so but make survival check.
Okay. My survival's at this good as well.
No. Stop that. Okay.
Okay. Got in the corner. Dirty 20.
Okay,
Get this out of here.
so now that will
There
give
it
you the ability to make a stealth
I have-
check
I imagine
without
my night wearing
disadvantage.
music.
So just make a regular stealth check.
Imagine I fail a stealth check really badly after
Nat
that.
1.
12.
That's
Okay.
not bad.
It's slightly above average.
It is slightly above average. That's if you make it through.
So, you do what you think is your best job at getting away, and there's a moment where you think, because the chicken seems to turn to the right as the other goblin seems to be pulling away and splashes ever so slightly, and as the chicken's sensing around, hears that, and then you like bump into a tree as you try and zag, and that's just a little more noticeable. It turns back and it comes stomping in Wobbs' direction.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, Clara, so your goblin got taken in, and you can see so you get pulled into the house, into that
make
main
my
seating
stupid
area with the thing, and you can see that there is it's strange. It smells like really tasty barbecue in here.
Oh,
Oh boy.
And you're like, it's such a pleasant smell. You haven't eaten in a few hours. You
oh,
had
oh no!
standard. You haven't had meat since like breakfast, so you just had like some rice,
Eat me.
a bowl of rice, basically,
Insult to
a
injury.
rice pudding, basically.
How is that an insult to injury?
Oh, you're already dead.
And,
so now,
Well, yeah,
Now
I'm already
you're
dead.
getting eaten.
But you
Okay.
can't
now your
move.
friend is going to eat you, not just Baba Yaga. but
So
your
now
friend.
Bella Rose is like watching this and watched Claire, the bug lady get wrapped in black, and so now the darkness goes away, and the bug person with the goblin kind of silhouette and the marionette strings comes in front of all of them, and all the kids and you would smell, and I guess you would smell this too, Tegan, your character. Would have
still
that like
semi-aware.
pleasant smell of roasting meat.
But do I know that this was my own Bobby in the end?
Make a wisdom check.
Oh, do you want to know?
Out of pure curiosity,
Maybe
yes.
or
Morbid
wisdom.
curiosity fulfilled.
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Yes. $17.
Absolutely. You know that is a very nice smelling, and then there's a moment of realization.
Oh, it's me. Oh, okay.
It's not
I mean, if you're hungry, go for it.
And so,
Chum's like, oh, so that's what you smell like.
and
consents to being eaten first in the plain fashion.
Okay. That was one thing.
then Wobbs goes, and then the second goblin faced Baba Yaga. And so then,
Wink, wink, wink.
so
wink,
then
wink.
you are
Okay,
in
sorry.
goblin form in front of Baba Yaga.
Go try and
Well,
make out
aren't
with
you
Baba
a
Yaga.
tasty morsel? Have you
Oh, you don't have time.
considered that there is time you waste, and time you want, and time that isn't a friend of yours?
I was. Sorry about that. Got a frog in
It's like
my
this
throat.
Louis. Never mind.
Louis Armstrong.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Listen, I was born like yesterday. I don't know what you want me to say here except, don't eat me.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Please tell me.
The giggle.
The voice is
that went- that's-
wonderful.
Oh, great. Okay. What was it? Persuasion?
Yes.
Trying to find a song to do.
Oh.
That's not. Oh, well.
You may have gotten lucky.
Oh, not one.
Ooh.
Like she wants to like play with her food.
Oh.
You know,
Flirt
this
your
would
way
be
out
like
of
the
it.
traditional.
Flirt your
inside.
way out of
So
it.
that one.
I don't care. Flirt your way out of it.
So that's a clever response, dear. Have you ever considered that if you are born yesterday, that you might struggle to realize tomorrow? And we'll leave you thinking on that. So, but you don't clearly die that round.
Come here and give me a smooch.
No.
So
Me, you say as a 3-year-old.
that got weird. So
Sorry, that's my fault.
maybe it is. I didn't say it was your fault. I said I was going to blame you.
There's a difference.
So
True.
the chicken house is heading toward Wobbs. You're slowly backing away. So as the chicken house like comes up to you, there's a corner of it that kind of is appears to be in the form of a beak. Like the wood kind of presses out, and it tilts down in Wobbs' direction. But because Baba Yaga is otherwise indisposed, what does Wobbs do?
Maybe just bury further into the dirt, so like almost
Like you're trying to
entirely-
squish into the water and mud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blend in and pretend to be a log.
Okay. Do you try and go under the water where you'd have to like hold your breath?
You know what? It's not my character. It's Wob, so yeah.
All right. Make a Constitution check with. Just make a Constitution check.
Straight up. Where's my constitution? Oh, my constitution isn't the best. Yeah. Oh, but I got 17 anyway.
Okay. You sink into the
Main
water.
character syndrome of.
And goblin number 2, you are watching as Wobbs goes under the water, and it gets still, and the chicken house seems to can't seem to find where Wobbs went. She's under there for a minute, 2 minutes, and
Yeah.
the chicken's
Yeah.
starts splashing around, stomping around, and can't figure out where she went. What would you do?
I'm still covered in mud, right?
I mean, you've been moving
More
away in
accurate.
water, but yeah.
I'll go under the water, but like.
All the
not-
kids yell.
Go under the water.
Okay.
It's like the meanest child. Like she's got the worst insults last week and this week. She's just like a name caller. Anyway,
This is the child that bullied everyone in
well,
elementary
we don't know
school.
if that's true, but as far as
I
when
was
she's
a very
impersonating
shy
Goblin.
child.
No, I'm saying in goblin
Idiot number
form.
2 is my favorite character.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll go under the water, but leave like a tiny bit of space so I can breathe.
It's because I'm still.
Okay, so you're gonna do like the Robin Hood, like breathing through a
Yeah,
reed
yeah.
thing. All right, make a survival check with make a survival check with advantage.
I
Yeah.
imagine I'm always voicing that one really
Actually,
bad
make a survival check and
goblin
then
child
Constitution
every
check.
single
with advantage.
time.
Yes.
It's just that
In my
one-
heart and
Survival.
soul, you are.
It's
Just survival
that
one
mean
roll.
child
Survival
the
one
entire
roll.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, first steps. Sorry.
That's a 12.
Okay, not bad, not bad. You think you found a reed you can breathe through? Make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
DM's being nice. What?
There's a lot of role play factors going on here. So
Madam, yes.
It's a conscious saving.
save throw, yeah.
These and these.
So
I'm-
These knees.
the best way, these are just like part of your normal stats.
Mhm.
So if you were gonna like hypothetically die and your DM asked you to make a Constitution saving
Okay.
throw, that's
So,
how much likely you are to
with
either escape it or
a-
stay alive.
It was a
Okay.
Constitution
These
saving throw because a
check?
12 was good enough to get a
Basically,
straw,
these are part of those checks.
but it wasn't good enough.
This is a separate check than these.
To just hold your breath, so or breathe smoothly. So water starts trickling in as you're trying to breathe through it, and so but with a 14,
Chokes
there's a
on it.
moment where you think you like have to
Really dies.
sputter a little bit, and you're trying to, but you barely manage to stay under the water, still breathing. You kind of realize you can turn on your side a little bit,
Okay.
but there's a moment where you think you could like the water could go the wrong direction, kind of thing. All the little children said.
Haunting
And
you.
Wobbs goes, he doesn't breathe. He's gonna die, children. And you, but he's being clever. So good job paying attention.
aggressive. That was mucho aggressive.
Mucho aggressive.
Okay, so back in the house.
Oh.
Claire.
How you doing over there, other goblins?
Answer
So-
all the
Still
riddles.
thinking.
Answer her riddles 3.
Or you
The
could do what I
funny
did.
thing is,
and
they're not
do
even
other
riddles. I'm literally quoting song lyrics about time, if you didn't
I was
notice.
also
Oh,
going to do that too.
why that's familiar.
Well, time you waste, like one Sweetie and the Blowfish. Time you waste and time you want, and time you know.
The fact that I was also going to do that if you caught my character.
Oh, okay. Well, by the time she gets to you, it might be a different theme. Who knows?
Oh, no,
we'll see.
Same thing.
It seems we've run out of dialogue, my sweet, and so
We've exhausted our dialogue
it's
options.
clearly closing time. You don't have to go home, but you're certainly going to stay here with me forever.
You remind me of my mom.
I hate that.
Make what's flattery? Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Adopt me as your child.
You could also ask to like
Never
be trained.
had a little one myself.
In her depression era.
A wonderful concept to have another me around.
You
I could
gave her the
train-
idea of having baby
I could
Gaw.
train to eat. I could train
15.
to do the things I do, and they would serve me. And if I got bored, I could eat them.
Exactly.
With a 15,
Including
you
me.
stay alive one more round. And yes, it does seem that producing progeny of some kind or mentorship has now been seeded into Baba Yaga's mind.
Doesn't that mean that baby Gaw is younger than this goblin who's a teenager?
Well, I think the one that they're interacting with is Gamiga.
No,
I
yeah, they're
agree.
talking about the grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ozzy dated the other
What would
one
your
who's
character be
younger.
doing? Continuing to try and swim away,
So-
breathing through the straw?
So is this illegal?
Sure. We'll do
Okay, I
that.
just want to check. Okay. It's okay, you're not the object of focus right
Ow.
now.
You're out of the focus.
Damn, that is like,
You're out of focus,
You're
you're
a
off
side
screen.
character.
just a side character.
Every now and then we hear a little splash and splutter.
You're
Alright.
an NPC.
Oh, that's not.
Man.
I mean, technically, the
Take that
goblin,
back.
Dun, 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 dun.
by definition of being played by a character, the NPC goblin became a PC, but it's still an NPC because it's gonna
NPC became PC for
I'm not
a PC
judging.
NPC. So
Oh God.
what is Wobbs doing? You've hit the end of your air. You know it's coming. What are you gonna do as you feel the chicken stomping in the water nearby, and you're under?
I'm
the water?
gonna time a stomp noise with
Okay.
trying to get up and breathe real quick.
Let's make a dexterity check, dexterity saving throw,
Okay.
and to see if you can time it right. It has to be higher
Straight
than
one?
12.
Okay.
Look at the song that came on my
Oh.
Spotify.
Oh no.
That's a nat one.
That's
Just feels a little too
Plus
accurate.
2 is
so it goes stomp, and your timing is exactly opposite. Like it was in a rhythm, and then it paused. Maybe because of what's happening inside the house, and like the things like Baba Yaga is so distracted that the chicken's like confused. Or Gammy got so distracted that the chicken's confused. And it slows down, so then you try and jump up and breathe, and it's frozen. And so the timing's off. And so you go splash, and like it's what's the movie with Jason in it, like the guy in the mask, but it's like they come
Friday
out of
the
the water.
13th?
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Oh.
And it's like
Like,
that
you guys
moment where he
Friday the
comes out of the
13th when
water.
that child just
Yeah,
grabs
yeah,
you.
that whole thing. So jumping out of the water. So that's what it looks like, but the chicken then you see the chicken beak kind of zoom in on you.
Uh-oh. Bye-bye, Wobby.
Look, I'm the main character.
What's it like
And-
being in the house when the chicken house is moving?
You can't really tell.
You can't feel
It's
it, I
almost
would
like
think.
being on a boat where there might be a little sense of current, but you actually, it's almost demiplane like, where
Oh.
you're separate.
Okay, because it's
Like a
spinning
camera on a
around.
gyroscope.
You spin me around.
Okay,
Nice. Solid
a
reference.
lot of references.
The chicken comes to you and goes
Both of
like,
it's song reference.
it
Yeah,
starts
both
going,
of it's song.
rah, 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 like it's trying,
Like
it's
alarm.
kind of like, it's like, and then, so then it's going to,
Jump scare.
This guy scares so easily, that's why.
so it's standing in your face squawking. Make a Constitution saving throw. And you make a Constitution saving throw.
17.
Okay, so Wobbs is steel-hearted and does not back down from the intimidation of the chicken. Okay.
when she's telling the story, she's making herself out to be the main character.
Oh yeah, she
Wait,
is.
you said what?
Constitution saving throw.
19.
What the heck?
There's a moment when you, from onlookers, so Bella Rose and actually, you said 19?
Yeah, 19.
Okay, Bella Rose and
Zara.
Azara would sense that there's two things happening. You get a chance to make an insight check here.
I'm gonna make it.
You get like as Azara and Bella Rose.
Okay. I just hear the music really faintly.
Sorry.
Ooh,
Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
24.
Wow.
Okay.
Most
You
inside.
think Wobbs is really brave. You're in the role of Wobbs, and
don't
you
believe
sense
it.
the character kind of like frozen in fear, shiver. Like even with the 17-year-old, the chicken house got advantage and has a bonus, and it rolled 2 17s. So,
Oh, Jesus.
so Wobbs is actually like frozen in fear, and you can sense that because you're in that character. But no one else notices because
Committed
it
to
looks like she's standing firm. And then Wobbs goes, and so I stood, feet pressed into the mud, staring down the house of the chicken.
See, but in character, I don't believe it.
But you mean your player? Your character definitely believes
Your
it.
character
Because
is
you
like,
rolled a
oh.
7.
No, no.
With a 19, you don't sputter. You manage to continue breathing and get further and further away.
I think you're the only one left.
Yeah, I am alive.
At least out of us 3 goblins.
Well, I'm still alive.
So you can slide him all the way over where the little handle on the board is now. Not you.
Well, I mean, I'm right there.
Move the
next to
chicken house
so,
that way.
yeah.
Yeah, move that
yeah.
toward you. There we go. Yeah, yeah. And then move him, his little gobby, all the way over
here?
to the handle.
The handle.
Die.
Yeah, and a little further this way. That's good. It's like that, I realized I was being nitpicky. Sorry.
It's okay.
But you're right. A little shuffleboard stick would really be
Be
handy here.
helpful.
Or like one of those, the little shelf grabbers.
Oh,
that-
yeah.
You know what? Hands on for a
No,
reason.
don't. That's like but like the zoo version where it's like a Jurassic Park tooth or
No.
Ah.
or a lion
You're
head.
rich and just buy one
Oh,
for
yeah.
$1.
No,
I tried
no,
to-
I'm actually gonna commit
Dollar
and get
Tree.
it. No,
I'm
It's like $1 on Wish.
I'm getting nice
I
ones.
don't have anywhere to store it.
Yes, you do.
And we're in the process of trying to sell
Look,
a house. I think
there's
I
the bottom
mentioned,
of your
but-
cart right there.
You can
This
leave it
isn't
in
my
there.
cart. I'm borrowing it. I have to give this back like tomorrow.
No, you're keeping it now.
I might ask if I can get one, but this one's not mine.
But I do
Anyways.
not.
So, Tegan, Wobbs is standing there. You're swimming away. In the house,
And
I'm just watching this
Back to
buffoonery
it.
happen. So
do
Just
what?
watching the prolonged.
I'm just
What
watching the
what would
buffoonery
Bella
happen.
Rose do as all this has happened?
I just imagine like the black and white text. It's just like cut to, and then it's just her mouth.
Yeah, I'm just like,
B-film.
okay, this is a very interesting way for the story to be told. And I go and I kind of get distracted by my own book for a second, and then go back to it.
Well, and what's funny is like you actually have the book of the story that's being told actually. So because she had given it, so you can actually read the lines, and she's like acting it out. And there's every now and then there's a moment where the book like has the page, like the text gets bumped down like it's a Word document, and words start appearing above with orange arcane scripting, and then it locks into place as ink.
Okay,
So you
Okay.
know exactly what I'm gonna say.
So.
hopefully,
Unless you change it.
unless you change my mind.
Yeah, some of the things, especially where Wobbs isn't in the room, is like you see as like a bullet point, like it's an outline, like in
Like
brackets,
this is meant to be changed.
or like in brackets, like brief description, like Goblin 2 died or something, and then
dies and is roasted alive.
and it's at that moment that
Dang,
it
Goblin.
turns to
Am I
orange
Goblin
script,
2
glows,
right now?
and Clara, what does your
Number
character
two,
say?
1, 3,
To this. I never thought of being someone's mentor. Would you respect someone who looked elderly like me, or would it be better if I were a little younger?
Mom's pretty old too, so I mean,
And do you respect your mother?
do I what?
Respect her. Do you do what she
Of course I do.
says?
She beats me.
Oh,
You can beat children. Oh no! For my screaming. That makes so much sense. You're playing the character of an evil person, internet.
That actually is cruel in real life.
Don't tell her about belts.
I literally just screamed, no!
You're like watching the dialogue. And all the children go. Like, actually, decide what the children would say. 1, 2, 3. I have never done this type of interactive game, like, and I love it. You guys are doing a great job, and it makes me happy that I leaned into it. Oh,
Great
man.
minds think alike.
So, well, so we have one test. I need to see if you're the right one. Are you smarter than the other kids
He's
that you
smarter
were
than
with?
the fifth grader.
They kind of called me the leader of sorts, you know. You know what I
Guys,
mean?
and
Deception check.
I was gonna call it.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm slowly downloading all the soundboards.
I love seeing it.
Did you roll in that 20?
No.
No. What'd you got?
But it's
4?
really fun. Well,
17 and 19 plus 3, either one.
Great.
So, you're a naughty little child. I couldn't trust you to tell the truth.
No.
You're not the leader. Who's the leader then? Don't lie to me or I will eat you.
Weren't you gonna do that anyway?
I was thinking about it,
Oh,
but now I'm really thinking about it.
I like it. I like it.
So, who's the real leader of your children group?
Your group of gang.
Just some bum named you know, the name escapes me. What's the name?
Bobby Wobby.
I thought you were like, your character was doing this. Clara was doing it. So,
Just
It's
some
both.
bum named Gobby Wobby. You don't need to worry about her though. She's like really, you know.
you've been so helpful in this conversation. I thank you so much for the service that you're going to do and have
Dead.
already done.
You're welcome. Adam.
And the black ball of darkness shows up around Clara. All the children react with anticipation, thinking that goblin's dead. So, 1, 2, 3.
Traitor.
That was a choice.
That's what she gets.
Okay. What are you doing?
I guess still back.
Are you continue like so? You're
You're
just
just, like-
breathing, backing
Yeah.
up,
You're just,
breathing
like, back
This actually
swimming.
has a really interesting. Make a survival check
Oh, survival.
with advantage.
I just see the character like swimming backwards,
Tegan,
trying
you
to
can
get
move
out.
him closer
Yeah,
to
the
the
book
mic
just keeps
pack now.
infinitely getting longer.
I'm like,
Mic pack.
Stop!
Thing?
Yeah.
Stop moving!
He's getting farther
Oh,
away. I mean,
okay.
That probably wasn't good.
No, that was really good actually.
What was it?
16.
I didn't say you had advantage or disadvantage, did I?
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
You
yeah.
had advantage.
Oh,
Well,
I
it doesn't
did.
matter,
You're
I
right.
got 2 16.
Oh, that's perfect.
It's the same
So
thing.
18.
18 total.
Yeah.
Okay, you're at the point where you can't feel or hear the chicken stomping or squawking.
I'm gonna be like lost in the woods.
So,
poor
as
goblin.
You know the
you're
narrative is about
far
to
enough
drag you back
away.
in.
You're far enough away where you can't feel that. But because you've been underwater and it's dark, you kind of come up for a moment and you don't know what part of the swamp you're actually in. You think you can sort of sense.
The poor
You
lost
think you can sort of sense the
baby.
chicken house in like a vague direction, but it's really hard to tell. Okay, so we'll come back to
I am lost.
you.
is it?
Okay.
Am I dead? Because I can take my
No, you're still
You're still alive.
alive.
somehow.
Kind
Alright.
of.
somehow
Kind of.
Over.
With one final squawk, you at your face, you hear a door latch open, and out comes a middle-aged woman with black and gray hair. Oh, dear child, perhaps you'd like to come up with me for a time, and you shouldn't be out here in the cold, right? They're
Do I smell the cooking?
make a perception check first.
Okay.
Please smell meat. No, we're dead.
Well,
You
Please
need to smell
smell
meat to
meat
know the
to
warning
warn-
signs.
See, I was a smart girl, but now I'm lost in the woods.
So who's
Perception
actually smart?
first.
It's the same.
Plot
roll.
twist. The house starts going that direction.
Nat 20.
A nat 20 for
Plus 5.
perception. You smell. You also haven't eaten in a while, and you
Oh,
smell
no.
a very tasty meal.
I'm literally like, please don't eat me.
Yeah, and all the kids would recognize, like the smell's grown. All the kids would say,
Don't eat them.
Tasty.
Eat them.
Do it.
Okay. So you do smell it, but you don't. You can make an insight check to see whether you think that they're your friends.
Okay. I would hope I would have these.
Just a 1. No, that is
You
nice.
jinxed me. I got 2.
No!
That's 7 total though. No,
Okay.
you think it's just random.
I just realized how loud I am. I'm sorry.
What's that?
I love how confusing
Her
it is.
deception plus. What was that?
Having issues?
Okay.
What? Who? When? Okay.
Hello?
So
Huh?
you don't think it's your friends, but it smells like a really good meal. Come here, child. I don't mean to hurt you. I'll share a meal. You can get out. We'll warm you up and get you dried off.
Unfortunately, you're not a part of
Yeah, and you're inside. Like you don't think she ate your friends.
friends are in there.
They're resting, dear.
Yeah, in the oven.
Not in peace.
In pieces.
Resting.
So
Are you going
with that,
completely
the
dead at
chicken,
this
like she will magically
Apparently
like levitate you up toward her and prestidigitate you and go, come sit by the fire with me, dear. And you see the chaise, and she'll go sit down and pat the
I'm
seat next to
scared
her.
for you.
She's dressed in an elegant black and purple kind of gown.
Kidnapped you.
Yeah.
I want this outfit.
Mother Gothel style.
I do want this outfit.
Oh, this outfit.
I want this outfit.
Me too. Wait, no. Not for myself.
Sorry.
It's okay. I was distracted too. So, everyone would say, all the kids would say, Wobbs, no, don't do it. 1, 2, 3. Um,
Do it. I throw a rocket
That child
child.
gets smacked.
No, I throw a rocket
So-
child.
you actually don't know any of that's happened.
Yeah.
As far as you know, the swamp has gotten quiet.
That's
Like
never a
very
good
quiet.
sign.
Like the birds have stopped chirping. You
Okay.
can't hear crickets. You haven't even heard an alligator snap for a while.
Well, that's good, I
I
guess.
think that's a
I
good
guess.
thing.
Sayonara.
What would you be doing? You're a little disoriented. You can't really tell where the chicken house is. What are you trying to do?
Oh, I have this. Oh, I forgot about that.
I guess I'll just like. I'll start.
Decisions.
I know decisions.
Lost in the swamp.
Yeah, I'm
decisions.
technically.
So the goblin child is
Oh.
looking around, disoriented, concerned, confused.
A little sad.
Like,
What would the kids shout out to him?
I guess I could hear him in my mind.
In my
Yeah.
mind's eye.
Stick to the left. That's how you get out of mazes.
This is
Oh,
what it means.
I should do that.
Okay.
I guess I'll just stick to the left.
So you just keep taking lefts.
Yeah.
Zoolander? What is that? Yeah. Not exactly. They're long left turns.
Long
so
left. Going
Double
a really
L.
wide
roll
long
percentile
circle.
die for me.
Oh. You're so scared.
Guys, give me a single minute. I'm downloading the Haunted
I guess
Swamp
I-
songs.
That.
There's no.
So 27.
Okay.
Choices.
So you watch as
Sorry.
so those of you who can sense actually you're gone. So you get placed back in the audience as
Okay, I'm
Nikik. So Nikik is back in the audience where marionette strings have gone away.
Hey, bestie.
And you all watch
Yeah.
as
You want to read this
the
book with me?
the fox who's got a goblin exterior for the time.
It's okay. It changes
Yeah, it turns and almost regally looks into the distance. And you can hear Wobbs narrating what the lines that appear in the book. And he turned and looked off in the distance and began to wander to his left and to his left again and up and to his left. And eventually, children, do you know what he found?
No.
No! He found a way out of the swamp! He found. I'm going to say, do you know what he found, children? And for the sake of our guests, you're going to say, no, what he found, Wobbs? What did he find, children? Do you know?
No, what did he find?
There's the one defiant child in the crowd.
There were two.
Open your mouths.
That's right. A way out of the swamp.
I said the cadaver.
I don't know what happened to my good friend. I assumed he had been eaten by the chicken, but he must have found a way out of the swamp because a year or two later, when I finally did escape, I didn't find a single trace of him in Baba Yaga's house. So he's still out there somewhere, wandering the world. The
Still
shade
going left.
in larger and larger concentric circles, like crop dusting or crop circles.
Soon enough, I'll reach that.
He
We'll find
wanders
him.
as the goblin who got away, escaped the swamp, escaped Baba Yaga. And he is a model for all of you who can choose to leave
I have
for a
possibility.
better life of adventure.
Bobby actually
Imagine he's
worked
just
with
dead in
Big
the
Guy,
snow.
and he's just lying to us.
So,
I say with my mouth
Um,
covering my face.
that, children, is how I got caught by Baba Yaga.
But you said you were talking about how you escaped.
I was.
Okay, we good too.
You have to
But
Get to it. Jesus.
You have to get caught to escape.
I just
Down
get
there.
caught.
it's late, and that's a story for another night. Maybe our friends can help us tell it, or maybe you can next time. But yeah, so all the magic dissipates, the marionette strings go away, and you all are standing there. You kind of come out of it and like
I was gonna
you all
pull
look at him
forward.
and the fox is standing there like with a foot up on a rock, like looking into the distance when he comes back to himself. Very
It's like
majestic.
slowly, like delevitating.
Oh, majestic fox, come down from here now. All right. So wait, that has happened. What do you do now?
Can we just go to sleep?
Bedtime.
Yeah.
Wait, where was the was it Wabi's library that he got the books from? His like personal
You
library.
will never remember Wabi's gender.
I'm sorry.
I've done worse when it's been an actual player, and it was sad. I really messed up.
Aw.
So, but Wobbs has a voice that is commanding and struggles
It
to
threw
have
me
that
off.
tone.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. So that's my fault, but it's also part of the character, so it's part of the fun. There's anyways, your question was, where did Wobbs get their books?
Was it like from their own personal library that we had went into, or
They
was
said one that they handed. They handed it to you. They said one is
it
her
autobiography?
story, and the other, she said, no, you can't have. It's what she. It's her basically her magic, her spell book,
I was gonna say
and that
that's
she
a spell
uses.
book.
She had told you
a
earlier in
wizard.
the day. It's what she uses to keep Baba Yaga out of the village.
That's what she
Okay. I
So we need to kill her.
Is that Nikik or one of the children?
That's the key. With
Nice.
all four
I
of
have
my
things I
hands.
would like to do, but I don't
it
know
also
how I
good
can do
Like in
them.
A Bug's Life. That's awesome.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna. I feel like as we kind of walk away from the group, I'm gonna say she was lying about some parts of
She
that.
was.
She was not fearless. She's trying to be someone she's not.
I just enjoyed the show.
Yeah, I survived. That's a problem.
I look at
That was you.
I look at Azar and go, "Come here."
I'm right here next to you.
Oh, you are. Okay.
I have to bend down.
Come here. Feel like
Lean in.
Yeah, like nose
Oh, that's
to
awkward.
nose.
down slightly to go to her level.
Joints creaking.
I agree that I think she's lying, but also I think she's lying about how long and what she did in Baba Yaga's house.
I think she may have eaten her friends.
No, but I also think she may have been Baba Yaga's assistant.
I think
And-
there's two Yagas as well.
Well, Grammy Goss assistant, and just lied about escaping.
I mean, I will say she knows a lot of magic and learned a lot of stuff personally from just being around her.
Hey guys, what are we talking about?
Bug shush.
You two can make insight checks with advantage.
Okay.
Not you.
Not you.
So you two. You weren't saying you were having a conversation with them.
Oh no, I'm just tagging
God.
on.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
even,
yeah.
I
So-
guess I'm not even listening.
18.
Okay. With
12.
advantage.
Yeah.
12 with advantage.
Okay. it's whatever you think it is what it will be, or is what you think it is. With an 18, though,
You know more probably.
your suspicions lead you on a line of thought that might be something like where she's doing what she kind of convinces herself she's doing. You're not sure the details, but you think at some point she must have been to a place where she convinced herself that she was doing what she had to survive, whatever she did. So whether it's a version of Stockholm syndrome, or going along to get along, or trying to please, like going out of her way to please Baba Yaga at some point, like to learn, be a good pupil, and kind of play into the delusion or whatever. With your 18, you get that's something that you kind of draw out of the back and forth of the conversation, and you can believe any variety of things that your character is believing.
I think she's coping with the story. I think her stories are coping.
I'm gonna go find that.
I'm gonna go.
goblin. That one
The
goblin
goblin you were flirting with?
No, the goblin that was floating with me.
Oh, okay, have
Oh, I
fun.
forgot.
Are you
Well,
going to,
we should probably go in pairs. Do you want me to go with you, or would you
are you
rather go by
going to flirt
yourself?
back with him?
I can handle myself. I got 2 pairs of arms. That's kind of a pair.
She's also.
All right, yeah, fine.
I was gonna say she's armed as well, but okay.
I'm armed.
Dual wield.
He's gonna love me.
Make an investigation
married.
check to see if you can find the
Unnamed
beefy goblin.
beefy.
I'm gonna do it.
Are you guidancing her?
That actually will be really
Like, the
good.
universe wants this to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Invest-
I'm gonna make this happen.
18 plus 3. 21.
Yeah,
Wow,
he
you
wasn't
made-
that hard to find.
No.
That's for sure.
was
It was
waiting
kind
for
of just
you.
making
I
sure you
smelled
didn't
him.
fall in this. Okay.
Everyone got real quiet.
Yeah.
And then before you go,
Oh
we'll give you
wait,
another guy
can I
for you
make
just
an
keep
is it
temporarily.
inside investigation if I wanted to like
For the
figure out
flirting?
what something is?
Yeah,
Because I still have the doll I stole from the first
I
part.
think it's allowed. Let me check.
You
Hold on, let me check my ability.
if you had the magic spell identify, you
I have
could
a
tell
pickup
whether it was
line in mind,
magical.
I really want to
If you're not sure, if
And
you
another
wanted
user
to
It only lasts a minute, so I don't think
do a
it matters.
history check to
Just
see if
speedrun
it
it.
reminded you of
I
anything
will.
from your past, you can
No,
do
my
that.
pickup line will have.
If you wanted to investigate, that'd be like you trying to like
like-
see if the
Pick up line, I'll
clothing
give you
moved or if
guidance.
there was any hidden pockets or something.
History
So
check.
you have
Okay.
guidance for a minute.
Perfect.
That's it.
Let's go.
Again.
What?
Guidance.
She's gonna speed run. I gave her guidance for a minute. So she's gonna go over there.
Speed
Yeah,
run
So
the
you
day.
find him fairly easily.
Yeah.
What are you
Pickup
doing
lines.
now that you found him? Hey, you played a nice.
Just know who's on the other side
I
of
know,
that.
and I apologize in advance.
So it's like it's good. You clearly. I'm not making eye.
No, I won't either. I won't.
Just
So-
look at this.
Goblin.
People.
I had my eyes closed, and all I hear is 2 people say, "Look at this handsome goblin." Yes, but I had my eyes closed, so that just means. Anyways, so you did a great job playing that story. That really was nice for the kids and stuff.
It was. Now, I don't believe I caught your name.
They call me charcoal
Or
because
Charmander.
no, that's different.
Or Charizard.
That's yeah.
Or Chair.
They call me Char for charcoal
guys,
because
still.
I used to like to toughen up
Hopefully.
my skin. I thought if I laid in the embers of the fire, that I'd be able to like develop scar tissue and stuff that would help me against Baba Yaga if we ever fought.
Covered in burn scars.
This sounds like a bodybuilder. bro.
Surprisingly not.
sorry.
Well, we're not here.
You can't. We can't hear
From the
you.
back.
Yeah, we're just like.
Are
in the
you?
distance.
Are you watching from where?
I'm watching from
the
a distance.
Yeah.
I'm watching from
all
a distance.
there.
We're invested
That's
in
why I
this.
left her
I've
some
been
guidance.
Okay. So
So I'm gonna say to him,
You want to look at me?
now,
Okay, where can I sit so you're looking just at me and
that
not at
doesn't
Greg?
work. It's fine.
No,
Just
no,
say what you wanna say.
Look directly at me.
Let the
I'm looking
words
directly at
flow.
Yes,
It's
say it to
Teen
me.
Titanic.
This is making it worse. Go ahead, Clara.
my name's Nakik, but you can call me your Thry Queen.
really good. That is a good line. Oh my gosh. All right, especially for a bug person.
Oh.
Well, okay, Thry-Queen.
No, no.
Thry-Queen.
Yeah.
Thry-Queen.
My Thry Queen.
So, like, where'd you learn to, like, lift stuff?
I didn't even need guidance. He just fell for it.
Hopefully he
Like,
can't
We
hear
haven't gotten
that.
to a roll yet. You haven't asked for anything. You said you can call me. He agreed. He just leaned in it.
Alright.
Just hold it to the mic. Yeah, hold it up to your mic and it'll
On
just be
my mic.
ambiance. There we go. So I'm gonna be curious to see how it comes through. So
I can tell you in a second. I can tell you in a second.
so Thry-Queen. So like where'd you learn to lift and stuff?
Back in the hive.
Are there a lot of other people like you, like bugs that are strong and stuff?
Yeah. You know, I mean, we were born into war, so we got to train. You know, we were forced into it, but like I got something out of it at least. You know, my muscles.
He kind of flings his hair, which is still a little wet, like flings his hair back. Yeah. And he's like flexing, oh, I know what you mean. This swamp, and he's like, you know, over there. No, over there.
Hear it in stream.
I once had to
Can't
build
hold it
a
closer.
Try
something
holding it closer.
so that Baba Yaga couldn't see our village, and then Wobbs used it in like some
Copyrighted.
sort of.
You
Oh,
did
that's true.
copyrighted.
Yeah,
I
that's
can.
right.
I still can hear it the same amount of.
I just move it away.
No more than 60
I think everyone knows
seconds.
that there's.
So Wobbs ended up using it for
No,
like
it's
a
just gonna
spell
be
and
there.
stuff. I thought it was
It's
pretty
been
important.
It's like the never-ending jazz music.
Yeah. So, well,
It's
so,
gonna be there.
well, so what do you see as like your future plans and stuff? Like, you gonna stay around the swamp, or are you guys going traveling?
Can I sneak up, but like not in their total view? Are there torches around?
What are you doing?
There's a little bit of light like that, yeah.
Oh, I found
Okay.
a loop of just the saxophone music.
Can I?
Do that. Do
Can
that.
I cast,
There, it's gonna just be the saxophone.
Wait, hold on. I can add to this.
I'm gonna cast yes, that whatever you
So
call it.
your thaumaturgy?
Yes, I'm gonna turn
Thaumaturgy.
all the flames pink.
Oh my.
The flame like pink.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wait,
huh?
oh my God. This. I've added to this.
Okay.
I have
You
the
can feel it
I have
too,
the
huh?
minor illusion cantrip, and I want a saxophone player playing in the background.
Okay.
Oh, one moment, I'm looking at the phone.
What do we roll here? He's gonna make a wisdom saving throw. With disadvantage. Are you gonna make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage to be caught up in the moment, or are you going to just
Yeah,
get
do
into the
it.
moment? I don't know what's happening here.
Oh, I can do prestidigitation via shower of sparks. So
And are you trying to do that so that like the peak is highlighted a little bit by
Shooting
this?
stars in the sky.
Gosh.
You guys are really into this, and I'm proud of you. This is the most wholesome team effort. Like when I told them earlier, like not all games have combat. This is exactly what it looks like, even if it's a little bit embarrassing for me. So is
Spam Greg with hearts.
kind of leaning into this whole process?
I hope
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to make the sparks
Natural,
pink.
baby.
It's like 1 minute
Okay.
of.
All right.
Oh, this is the 10-hour.
So
loop.
what is Nikki
Compromise.
hoping happens here as he suggests they go for a swim through the swamp or something?
Oh, Nikki.
What is she hoping will happen?
Yeah, so this is going to be an off-screen thing. What's ultimately the goal
Fade to
here,
black.
Nikki?
Not that.
But we're setting the
So he will politely talk and swim with you.
Yeah.
And you guys can just have stamina together swimming through the swamp around the village in a lap if you want.
Yeah.
But it feels really romantic.
Bonding. Yeah. Bonding first, you know?
Yeah.
It's
And
the
every now and then
friends
he'll
to
say
lovers
something
trope.
like, and he'll ask you about your story or what your goals are in life. What would you say?
More drop now.
Ooh.
I'm just, I never really had a chance to figure out my future for myself until like a few years
Dump her
ago.
already.
More dumb.
But I've always wanted to settle down and have a place of my own, you know. I'm avoiding eye contact, but in character, I'm looking deep into his eyes.
Okay, that's good to know. Good to know. Here, look at the camera. Look at the camera's eyes. I don't know.
And you know,
Yeah,
like,
that's good. It's good to think about the futures. You know, sometimes I watch these children and I think, you know, do I want to bring up kids in this kind of world where Baba Yagas can just come and like steal them in the night? I don't think so sometimes. I think about leaving and going off somewhere.
Yeah, you should do that now.
IRL, Greg believes this too.
I think you have a good point. What do you say, you and me? You know, take a walk.
I mean, we're already swimming. What do you?
Walk specifically.
Yeah, yeah. What do
I
you
mean,
mean?
I think you've got nice form there, though.
I call this one the butterfly.
Okay.
Give me the fan.
So ultimately, if you want to go for a walk instead of a swim, you guys can step out. He'll like guide you to a path where it's a little more firm-footed, and you guys will like be dripping off the swamp water and that sort of thing, and get to enjoy one another's company walking through the moonlight.
Bella Rosie
Can
for
I put
yourself.
my
I'm
antenna
jealous.
like a bear? Like
Yeah.
ow.
Yes.
I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Me.
All right.
Toss
And
toss.
the rest of it happens where none of you can see, and Clara can decide whether it goes in Nikki's journal or not. If Nikki even has a journal. I
Nikki
don't know.
probably would. I
You have
would
a
use it.
diary?
She can't write.
So,
Oh, I'll go in my journal for her.
you can draw pictures.
Oh,
Um,
no.
That's the fan fiction.
So,
Oh my god, you
Don't
just
tell
gave me
Noella.
something to do.
so
Oh yeah, because you can draw it.
The goblin.
I'm not drawing that.
for the record, he would walk with you. He's a
Yes.
gentleman.
And I'm a
Ah.
With
gentlewoman.
one arm, like the arm.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
He's perfect.
He's a perfect gentleman.
In the perfect time.
Anyway.
Silence.
Silence,
I'm just
children.
waiting. So the other three of you, the pink lights effects have faded and all that fun stuff. Yes, there's no longer jazz music following people around.
The sex
Wobbs
man
seems to
never-
be watching them walk off into the distance herself. But the three of you now, what are you doing?
Well, it's
As
time for
Nikki
bed now.
goes.
Yeah, I guess you go to sleep.
I'm gonna go.
You were history checking the doll.
Oh yes. 10.
Oh.
Okay. Dolls.
I'm not gonna get more than that.
Like
What you got there?
basic understanding about
Dolls.
dolls. So whatever you think your character would know about basic, like dolls or toys. This one, you know what's actually with the 10, what is unique about this one, it is a human doll. It's not a goblin doll. It's like a human looking doll.
Oh.
That sounds like a bomb is about to go off. That's supposed to be campfire. That sounds more
The doll
bomby.
Like ticking now.
No. So is
Oh, I
it
can
time for
add
rest?
them on top of each other. Oh.
Are we all resting?
The sound effects.
This is where we end it. Perfect ending.
I mean, we don't have to, but if you guys are, it's 8 o'clock.
I want more.
We've got time.
What
I'm
more?
greedy.
We've got 20, 30 minutes. If you
Yeah, we
want.
do still have 20
I
minutes.
yearn for
What do we do?
story.
I
So,
yearn for
are you guys ready for a long rest for those of you who are resting?
You need a long rest.
I don't want a long rest though.
That's how you get rid of exhaustion.
I don't care anymore.
What are you wanting to happen here?
Yeah, what do we have 20 to think.
No, I'm asking, like, what are you wanting to happen here?
Are other goblins asleep at this point?
That's the question that
Oh.
comes with it.
Okay, so you guys go into the little wagon where they've tilted it down so you
Oh,
can
yeah.
sleep in it. And you are there, the three of you are there. So, what's the conversation that happens here then, if you're not ready to go to sleep?
Five.
Dude.
Five. Dude. Oh,
I'm confused.
there we go.
Okay.
Someone was having issues putting the tree back up.
Deforesting.
Um,
I'm Mr. Beasting.
No.
We're gonna restart the Amazon forest.
The other one's slightly.
Is there
uncomfortable
other
at this point.
patches of trees other than where we are now?
What?
Is there other patches of trees than like where we were around?
Yeah, there are trees kind of scattered around, but most of the goblins go inside. The ones that aren't standing guard, and the one that's not with Nikki, ones that aren't with Nikki, they are just in the mud hut or up in the ruins.
Wait.
I know. I caught myself.
Wait a minute.
There's just the one.
Okay.
Just the one.
For now.
For now.
No.
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 Kidding. I want to find the farthest tree.
I was gonna say, can we do something?
You and
Yeah, you guys are in the
Oh yeah.
you
playing
guys are
is
in
a really
the
good
thing
idea.
together.
I'm
first.
not.
You,
Y'all.
that's where the doll was, right?
Oh.
I'm part of this.
So if you
I want my tree. Leave me alone.
so
After we plan.
Fine. I stomp into the tent.
We're like the same age. We have very different ages. We
I act like a
very
4-year-old. I want to be by
What a
myself.
hero of inspiration.
different. No one gets inspiration here.
I usually forget to give it, but I
Most
will try
people
to
forget
remember.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
exists.
Though I do give advantage where it makes sense. But
It's
Nikki
not glowing.
gets advantage because that was powerful role play. Clara leaned into that in spite of it potentially making the table an awkward moment, and by doing so inspired all of you
To also
Change the
add
lighting.
to
to add to things. So Nikki, you get advantage on a roll at any point in the future. So you can, I can't remember if there's a space to mark it, but yeah.
Inspiration, it's on the phone.
So yeah, there's
you
like
just
a,
mark
you have
yes.
inspiration until you,
Just
so if there's ever a roll that you want to re-roll, basically, or want to take the higher of.
Awesome.
Okay.
Kind of deserved it.
You
We found
all-
another boy.
Yeah.
You guys are in the wagon.
All right. So, bullet points.
I want to make a history check on that doll.
I already made the history check on the doll.
You failed it.
Okay, hand you the doll. Do you want to make the history check?
Yes.
I
You
hand
can
you
either
the
do
doll.
history to see what you would know about this doll or dolls generally, or you can do an investigation to look if there's anything like hidden compartments or
Oh, I
flaps
wanna
in
do
the doll.
Why
Okay.
are you
That sounds
both
cool.
staring at a doll?
Yes.
We can talk and do this at the
I'm
same
just
time.
asking why the doll.
I stole the doll. You didn't hear that from me. I stole the doll. And
Why?
I couldn't figure out anything about it, so I think this person wants to.
May I ask why you stole the doll?
Cause I like stealing things. It doesn't matter what it is. My rucksack ain't full yet. I want it to be full of shit.
There's nothing of value. So.
I don't care. I want
So-
to steal things.
With a 12, roll a percentile die. Because it's not super high.
A relationship.
Oh, that was cute. Please be
I might want
good.
to run away with
And like
you.
that's the entirety of Nikki's arc. It's like Claire comes back next week and Nikki's staying with the Goblin Man. They're gonna run off together. And here's my new character who stumbles into the Goblin
You
Village.
could do that and you could play your mosquito.
What is your roll?
56.
Okay, so
Average.
Decisions.
you don't have. There's no. It doesn't appear to have any hidden compartments as you're like pulling on the stitching a little bit and trying to see if there's anything
ruin it
like
all.
shaking it. There's not a. You can't seem to identify anything
No.
by
It's all
trying to
that.
investigate.
Can I roll an investigation check now?
Sure, but you said you told
Azara?
Azara. I keep wanting to say Aurora. Sorry, but Azara. You told Azara you could do both at the same
used to
time. So
call
what's
me
the
Azara.
conversation happening?
She used to call me Azula.
I still
So.
do.
Zool, the gatekeeper. No, sorry, that's Ghostbusters.
I know.
Oh,
Ghostbusters, I heard her.
We heard like
in
the
background.
yeah Slimer from the other room. What'd you roll for your investigation?
13.
13. That's not much better, but you can do a D100 to see if
Do
you
you get higher than a 56?
or lower.
Oh, yeah, it depends on
Do you want the
preference.
gigantic one? Okay. It's for me.
But I bet.
71.
Oh. It's preference. Well,
So it seems like you got a 13 and a slightly higher percentage than he did with his 12 and his whatever 56 or whatever. So he hands it back and you realize that he's manhandled a little bit and pulled a thread loose somewhat, but he didn't pull it hard enough. So when you get it, you're like, what? And it seems to, and a piece seems to open up.
and there reveals a little pocket inside where there was a single stitch that he had kind of fat fingered, for lack of a better term, to try and like
Klutzy
yeah.
hands.
So
Eat
with
what they
his
use
meat
on their
hooks.
hands.
But yeah.
Klutzy fat
So
hands.
so I didn't call his hands fat.
One of his claws might have caught on
It was
it.
a
Yeah, my
True.
claw caught on
Yeah, that makes more sense.
fat finger claws.
Thank you.
Fat finger claws.
it.
That's
I regret it. I
fat
poor
finger
phrasing.
claws.
Now I have a different song playing in my head. And it's not. So that was there for so long.
I'm listening.
Inside this pocket, you see a gold coin with black patina on it, sewed crosswise, like sewed with an X over it onto the doll.
Oh, that seems like curse.
What were we talking about?
Huh.
Planning for what we're gonna do with BG.
Oh yeah. What should we do?
So, okay,
We have
There's
to steal a goblin child.
not just one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oops.
First of all, she can't even come over here until we kill the elder.
No, we don't need to kill her. We just need to steal the magic book. Because that's the magic thing.
Ah.
So if we steal that, maybe hide it in your little creepy doll.
I don't think it'll fit.
If we undo most of it. We undo most of it, it will.
Okay.
We'll hide it somewhere. We'll just put it in the box somewhere. Then that she can't use that magic as much.
What if
Maybe
we
as
bury it
a-
in the ground?
Maybe as this extra thing we might have to kill her, but she has magic, I don't know. And then maybe step one, I think, is steal the book.
Book.
Steal the book. I think that's number one.
Yeah.
Also, maybe find a scapegoat to blame.
I'm not here. I'm having relations.
Yeah, she has an alibi.
It's the relations coming from me.
Not expecting that phrasing.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
I was
Okay.
gonna say
As
maybe.
you were.
Maybe we could blame one of the shit goblin children.
Oh, that's
Oh,
really a few
yeah.
of those.
They
Remember the one that threw a rock at you?
Don't
We
remind
could
me.
blame that one.
Yeah, we could, but
that
don't
one.
remind me. Why are you?
I'm just looking around.
How about what if we steal the book, deface it, destroy it in some way, and plant it in the possession of that child so that they looks like they get caught red-handed?
I like this. This will be fun.
I'm enjoying this a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna destroy the book. Really want to know if there's any good magic in there, but you know.
The
We
cleric
can
might
read
look through
at
it
the
first,
Okay, okay.
You can read it a bit, and then we can.
and then I can destroy it.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to the book.
I have plans.
Oh,
I have plans.
I have defacing plans.
Okay. So you guys have plans. What are you doing now?
Sayonara, I'm going for my tree.
I didn't know that's what having relations
Is
meant.
the fire still? Wait, what is she? What did you say?
No, that's not we're having relations. Wait,
Oh,
I got red.
I think I'm the color of my shirt.
Closer to the color of your tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Oh, that's what that means.
It's okay. It's not it's a little bit antiquated to use that phrasing in everyday life. Most people hear it in books or shows.
Roll a d4.
So
Roll for performance.
It's just the way you do it.
No!
It's just the way you guiltily said, I didn't know that's what relations meant.
that's not a bad idea, but no.
Age restricted.
Rated R.
Yeah, we already said that was like off screen.
Fade to
So,
black.
Wait,
Performance.
wait.
no.
What languages
Great
do you
DM
guys
choice,
not
but no.
I would do it.
What if? Oh, I could make so many jokes.
So, you're sleeping.
I'm going for my tree.
Is
Okay.
the campfire like still lit?
It stays lit until probably 2 in the morning, ish, and it was only like 10 when you guys were done here,
Okay.
and we're back in your little wagon covered thing or whatever.
I guess I'll like go by the campfire and just like open my book.
Are you gonna
Okay,
start
which
writing
book?
notes?
Yeah, I'm gonna start writing notes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you're logging your
Yeah.
your daily entry. Okay, Nikki, what time would you come back? Like, would you come back, or would you stay? Like, if he was willing to walk in the moonlight with you for hours,
I bet
like,
he's
would
done
it be
one thing.
sunrise before? What was that?
Yeah, but
I said I bet he has a bunk bed.
but I have a double
Don't think about it
couch.
too
Oh my god, the double decker couch.
Don't think about it too much. Let's not think about it anymore.
Okay, does he ask if he wants to keep walking? Because if not, I will come back to the
So it would be he'd be just having really like he'd ask you questions about your plans.
Conversation.
And he'd be like trying to get to know you and say what your dreams are and compliment you about your form in swimming and it would he's not let's see how well of it let's just roll. Nat 20 on conversation. So
Said yes.
so
You need
what
to-
so
Yes,
he if you are willing, he will like enjoy
He will walk to
and
these earth
interact and be in this conversation and getting to know who you are, Nikki, like until
Don't spill our
sunrise.
secrets.
I don't sleep anyway.
with no pressure for anything else, no relations necessary.
No performance check.
No performance checks either.
I'll walk in the moonlight with him
Okay, till sunrise.
till whenever.
He will just keep the conversation going unless you say, "I'm gonna head back and get some Z's" or something.
I can't get Z's.
Aren't you on like aren't you on full health? I don't even think
Yeah.
you need any.
This bug does not
basically.
sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bug does not
Make a
sleep.
constitution
with.
check to see if you gain a point of exhaustion as you mosey
Oh, no.
back into camp around sunrise.
You could
I
ask
do.
him to carry you.
I
You could ask him
What'd you
to
roll?
carry you.
In
Vital
total,
sign.
7.
Okay, yeah. So you gain a point of exhaustion,
Welcome
but
to the club.
but you're happy about it.
I am happy. I do have.
You can re-roll. Re-roll. Re-roll.
I
could
don't know.
roll.
Immediately erase
If you
it.
roll higher than 10, you won't gain exhaustion
So you don't get exhaustion.
because the
Please
conversation
don't
is so
don't.
Exhaustion's like
It's
the
worse. It makes you roll disadvantage
It's
every.
disadvantage on
Okay,
everything.
yeah, okay.
Don't make my mistake.
Or my
Okay.
mistake.
I mean, for him, I'll roll.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
Campaign's wholesome and also like
So,
very.
that was a laugh.
The noise.
That was a laugh.
Oh, okay.
Good.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under normal conditions, Nikki would be like one of those like, oh, it's sunrise. I'm going to bed. Like I'm exhausted.
night owl.
We've seen Nikki like how willing she is to let someone carry her through the swamp.
I've carried
But
your
something
ass.
about this conversation and the
Damn.
supportive magical effects of friends, like this is just a really lovely, energizing conversation and experience. And he is a perfectly respectful gentleman and surprisingly good conversationalist, even if the way he phrases things is a little kind of simple. He knows
the
good
simple
questions
man.
to ask to draw out who you are.
It's the
He's gonna
TM
retire,
part.
guys.
We're together.
What would be one thing that Nikki would not have told anyone unless she were completely vulnerable?
Do not tell him about Bobby.
See, this is why meeting people in real life are better than Tinder. Anyway,
What?
Yes.
there's your example.
What?
Also
I
much
don't do
e-
Tinder, by the way.
much easier.
Why would you
That's
confess
good
that?
to know. I was wondering the other no.
Let's see.
Swiping right
I
on
have her
everyone.
lore here.
Oh,
The
did you-
lore.
Oh, the lore.
The lore, oh my god.
The
Nikki
fact that there's a soundboard. that is
probably
called the
wouldn't
lore.
tell him about.
Oh my phone.
What would you tell him that you wouldn't tell everyone else? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that I
What would you open up about that would maybe make you vulnerable that in a way that you wouldn't be willing to be with anybody else?
Ooh.
Because he did
Open
get
up
a
your
nat
lore
20
sheet.
on this whole, and you're
The
doing
lore.
together
Open
like
it
for
up.
8 hours talking.
Okay. Okay. That's
It's one of
wish I
those
had that.
conversations.
we are speed running. Okay.
Speedrunning time.
Speed run.
Go, 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 go.
Okay. Yeah.
It just doesn't feel that way. It feels very natural.
It feels that way.
Exactly.
But in real life, it's
Speed running.
Yes,
Speedrun this
Nikki.
romance.
It's like getting pancakes at 2 in the morning after prom and then going and
Ah.
playing Mall Madness
Oh man.
or board games for the rest of the night.
The fact that I knew that game was hilarious.
Sorry, that was my high school
If we're
graduation.
talking vulnerable,
Not homecoming.
she would probably talk about. I feel like she like feels very highly of her wings. I'm gonna say that she had wings, but they were taken as a result of like power over her. Like basically taking away freedom.
Like a real painful experience thing.
Yeah, and
Okay.
not only painful physically but mentally too, because her hive kind of was hell-bent on total control over all of the soldiers. And she doesn't, I mean, naturally, people don't like to be controlled, but she's never really gone into that before. So I think that she would open up to him about how she really feels about the clipping, and by clipping, I mean slicing off of her wings.
Okay.
Dude, I hate that the imagination of just like giant, like the nail clippers, but like on the box.
That's sad and intense.
Yes.
Make a
You've
wisdom
got me
saving
actually
throw.
crying.
Make a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
And no, there's just
I'm gonna
real life
feel so bad
experiences
if
that
you hit
relate
two
too much
twos
to.
or 2 1s.
Oh, dirty 20.
Oh, there we go.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
Telling him this
I'm not crying.
has a healing effect on you, opening up.
Oh.
It's very therapeutic. You permanently get 3 more hit points.
Oh! Yeah!
Like because hit points are sometimes associated with like
Usually.
I don't know what you just said because I was still talking.
I'm just finishing a thought.
It wasn't. You're wrong. Hit points have sometimes it's connected to physical constitution, but other times people say it has to do with the character's will to live. And opening up about this, kind
That
of
makes
removing the pain and the trauma a little bit by sharing it, makes you feel more vitality, more like purpose, because you're able to kind of walk through this with with someone who has a caring, hearing, compassionate heart.
Aw.
3 more hit points added to your hit point max
That means you have an even 30.
forever.
Wow, okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're not 10. It's
Yeah,
your
yeah,
max
yeah.
increases by 3.
31.
Holy
Oh,
crap.
31.
Yeah. Make sure that you know those 3 as separate, because if you go to like electronically upgrade, do a level up or something, it wouldn't carry through unless you add it. So
Okay.
cool.
I'm trying not to look at the camera, so I'm looking at you guys.
Show us your tears.
This moment. Great.
Cheers for the word. Oh, that's,
I've already cried. I've cried in front
I'm
of
just
you
trying to
yet.
help you recover.
wait, that's
Um,
It's not helping.
D&D Beyond actually has that option to do that.
No,
Oh,
because
that's
I'm
cool.
also trying not to cry in front of you.
They fixed it. That's kind of cool that D&D Beyond actually has that feature.
Okay. So
Thank you
that's
for-
Nick Heek's journey through the night. Healed and happy. So
Nick Heek goes through
the other
therapy.
3 of you wake up after a long rest. So you lose exhaustion, you
thank
gain all your hit
God.
points, you gain any spell slots back that you had lost.
Oh, yeah,
You
I've
have
been
nothing
casting
affect you
magic
because
spells.
you didn't expend anything or whatever. I'm like, I don't think. You
I
did.
think I've only been using cantrips.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all
So-
of this is cantrips too.
Yes.
As you all,
Meanwhile,
and you all wake up as Nikki is kind of moseying in with a glow about her.
Hey.
Hey.
So,
What happened?
Never mind. I was gonna say something.
What were you now I want to know. Out
You
of
don't have to-
character.
just in character. Oh.
You notice one of my antennas crinkled.
Oh.
Anyway,
I'll take it as you enjoyed yourself.
I did enjoy myself.
Sorry.
Break back on
You see the blush in my cheeks?
Make make a perception check. When she says that, all of you can make a
Oh.
perception check.
You gotta like squint to see it.
Do you
Maybe
like?
someone gets low.
Do you twirl? Do you?
perception.
I twirl my antenna.
Okay.
It hurts less this time.
Okay, that's okay.
21.
Okay.
I have good ins. Wait, no, it was
9?
perception.
Okay.
Wait, perception.
My
Perception.
Are
is
you
the same
wearing?
as
Remember,
Nan's,
remind me.
so
Are you
it's
wearing
perfect.
armor and stuff?
I have natural armor.
but it's not like leather armor or
Chainmail.
anything. You're kind of. Are you wearing like? What do your clothes look like?
It said,
You have chainmail, don't
yeah,
you?
it says I have chainmail armor.
You always
So we
Okay.
can
But it
start
also
with
says I have common clothes.
So you could choose either
that. You
or.
can choose either or.
Let's say for now I'm wearing common clothes.
Okay.
Because we're in this
Okay.
little village.
So you, okay.
15.
9.
Okay. So you can see the blush.
Everyone sees that.
And you have to work a little bit. You see the blush and like you're like that. Is that what a smile looks like on the cheek?
What?
Mandibles out.
And Azara with a 21.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
Nikki
My
kind of
perception is good.
Yeah.
Nikki kind of does one of these, and as she does, she kind of her shoulder blades press out, and you notice that, like you are aware of wings, you would have been aware that she didn't have any, but now she's. It almost looks like some have started growing back, like just stubs, but more than was there before.
Power of love.
And I would say Nikki doesn't realize this yet.
Okay.
So just to be clear,
No one knows except you.
Azara notices that like that's weird. So yeah, but Nikki wouldn't realize that was part of this
Happening.
yet. Okay.
I'm gonna write it down.
Okay. So you guys are all back together. What are you doing? We have a few minutes.
Sayonara, guys.
What's
I'm
the
going
plan
to my
here?
tree.
Up at- You're gonna go.
I need my tree. I
Okay.
need my tree time.
Okay.
For breakfast and then we'll back up.
You go to try and climb a tree.
Which means I have to make either
An athletics check.
check.
Unless you're like, I'm gonna climb it so slowly, there's no fail.
Is there a child watching her?
I will throw a dagger at your head.
I'm not the one.
Again?
Um,
there is not a child watching.
Okay, you're lucky.
Okay,
Also,
I'm gonna make.
remember, we're planting.
I'm just
evidence
gonna
on the
climb
child.
really slowly.
Real slow, steady. How high are you wanting to go?
30 feet.
Okay. You can find a tree and climb. It's hard to find a tree that tall, but you do. You have to go out a little bit further, but you do manage to get up 30 feet in a tree. What are you doing there?
Oh geez. Sorry, I got so caught up in
I'm
this
here. I
stuff.
don't remember
Oh, yeah.
what I was doing.
See this?
Yes.
I don't know where.
So you're
I get up in my I get up in my tree. And what you guys didn't realize about my books is flipped all the way to the back section of my books is journaling. So it's what's hidden behind all
You
these
guys
front
didn't know that.
words,
I like
and
to
you didn't know
I
that.
like to think that each of us has a different journal.
In-
Yours is a hidden
I
journal.
think everyone knows I'm writing my
Yeah.
books myself.
But I'm writing and like I'm hearing this experience from her, and I'm just like, I wish I had this. This is like all my romance.
Her fan fiction.
No, let me finish.
Real quick, I'm just picturing everyone having the like Barbie pink journal, like the Barbie journal.
Yes, but as I'm writing my book, I'm like rewriting her experience and how I see it through my eyes, and like being jealous because I've seen her story and read romance books, like Harley Quinn books, and just kind of being like, I wish for that one day, and then I just flip back to the other side, which is just a regular book, and just start.
So you have a hidden journal.
I have a hidden journal.
Or,
Jealousy.
Okay.
The
So
Lord
that's
and creepy.
happening up at the top.
Yeah.
While you're up there, make a perception check with advantage.
Oh.
Oh,
Wow.
Now that
okay.
you're not exhausted.
come on.
I cannot help you. You're on a tree.
4 is the high with bonus.
that's crazy.
Okay.
Damn.
Wait, hold on, that was without bonus.
Okay, what's your bonus?
Oh no.
Perception 5.
Oh, well.
So, with a 5 perception, you are having this moment of journaling and reflecting, and you almost don't realize until you go to look up that your eyes are a little teary, and it's affecting your ability to see further into the distance. So you're like, but it's not. But so you just kind of rest in that moment, and it's nice.
like
But you're not looking out for any particular thing either, so it's fine.
It's like that cloudy vision
Okay.
you have when you wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. Not at all when you have some heart-wrenching, gut-deep response to.
Well, you said
of emotion.
slight tears.
I know, I'm just kidding. But yes.
No.
Or
It would
me
be-
without my contacts. One of the two. So, all right. So how long do you stay up there?
What time is it right now?
It was like in the morning, 6:30.
I stay up there until someone comes to get me.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing while she goes up there, possibly for hours if nobody goes to get her?
Did I already have breakfast with Char?
You go back. Please.
See now, if you really want to play that mosquito character, you leave Nakik behind
We'll say
with Char.
yes. Before you came back, he like walked by somewhere where there were like,
Breakfast
oh, it's
burritos.
like grubs or something, right? He
Oh
said
yeah, grubs.
Yeah. So
That's
so
right.
on your way back, you kind of make a round next to like his tent that he has outside the mud hut.
Okay,
when
I'm
he's-
kidding.
And he's got almost like, you look and he almost has. It's not a terrarium, but it's like oh gosh, hold on. It looks like a food trough, but it's got like layers so that like the bugs can travel in between and that
It's
sort
like
of
an
thing.
ant farm.
It's me in the future.
And so he
I believe
goes, do you like the ones with like shells or the squishy ones?
Oh, I love all of them.
He gets you one of each. He gets you a crunchy like
Like you
the
found your
big
man.
American
I think you
cockroaches,
found your
and then
person.
like a
Yeah,
slug.
this is like.
I think you
And he
found
hands
your
her
person's
those.
geek.
Maybe that's why it was a nat 20. Who knows?
Oh!
Oh, well,
I think Nakik has found her person.
I did
So.
find my person.
So that you kind of have a snack of that before you come back. Okay, so that happens. So you have had breakfast with him.
In that case, I'm gonna go up to her.
Okay.
I'm up
Will
in
you
my
be
tree.
my
After
maid of
about 30
honor?
minutes, you climb up the tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
She asked you
Listen.
if you want to be your maid of honor.
Are you?
That was a fact.
Yes!
That progressed quickly. I'm married, and that progressed quickly.
Hey, listen, that too and everything, but that's not actually why I came up here.
Why'd you come up here?
You were. I
What
couldn't
color
help-
should the wedding be?
That's
Shut up!
Focus.
Shut up!
Focus.
I couldn't help but notice that you strayed off from the group a little bit after I came back. And you know, Char's great. I might stay with him, all things considered. But I've been traveling, you've been my partners for so long.
Yeah, like he added the S.
I know, yeah. You
And
can
so
talk to her.
you come first. I gotta talk to you first and get your opinion on it.
Okay.
Are you gonna be okay?
You genuinely just made me cry.
Howard.
This is the same character.
We're gonna put through turmoil.
I know,
this
like-
time.
It's good. It's good.
No,
It's healthy. It's healthy.
Put it down to grief, sorrow, sadness, happiness.
We're just trying to hit all the emotional dials at once.
As long as you're happy, that's all I care.
And that's where we'll end for
Oh,
now.
That's a good thing. Wow.
Good job, everybody.
Oh my god!
Well done being
Well
marionettes and
Wow.
otherwise.
Wow.
Holy. Oh.
It
Power.
got real.
I know the role play got really good.
Oh,
Nicely.
then, like,
Good.
This is D&D.
This is deep.
When
I
tell you
like
my
the follow-up to this conversation. So you ready to like abandon some goblin children to a wicked witch?
Oh yeah.
That sounds
From one to
totally
kill
fine.
goblins to her find your lover. Like,
Look, I
a
think
love
you
story.
two escape before we do.